Hello, good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the Last Man Standing Grand Finals. You seem perplexed.
I'm trying to be small like Emo.
Can't you see Timo is big?
Move
And
the boy, please. He will do what he likes.
I'm gonna kill myself. See, my shirt says Timo must die. I'm wearing a Timo hat, so
Suicide! Ugh! Where's the Shen swords?
hidden, of course. I want to stay alive. So anyway, I will be your host for the day. I'm Terry Tibers.
And this is me, Sudo, and today we are coming to you and we'll be casting the Last Man Standing tournament. It is in fact a 1 versus 1 tournament on the Proving Grounds.
Yes.
And this is in conjunction with Halloween as well, and the month of October. So
Yeah.
we have reached, after the round of 128 people, we have come down now to the final 2 people, and they will be playing a best of 3. Now, for those of you all who are unaware of what the tournament is all about, it's basically divided into 3 categories, and within each of these categories, they were separated by their summon levels. So there were 10 to 19, 20 to 29, and level 30. So that's novice, intermediate, and advanced. And we're going to be watching the first one, which will be the novice ones.
Yes. Should be. How can you say should be? It is. You must let the noobs play first to motivate the stronger people. I'm just joking.
And the other thing that's also unique about this tournament is not only it's, I would say, the first 1v1 tournament for League of Legends in Southeast Asia, but also there has been sales going on, and it is unique specifically to this tournament. Now, the latest sale that we will be doing will be based on today's results. Now, at the end of all the 9 games that will be played, there could be a maximum of 9 since each is a best of 3 and there are 3 categories. The deciding match for each category, and the skin used by both the champions, by the champion, sorry, of the winner. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused here. There's so many numbers. The winner of each category's deciding match skin will go up on sale for 50%. So it's entirely up to the players.
Yes, but if it's a legendary skin or if the person does not have a skin, uses the classic skin,
We'll choose.
yes, we will choose a skin that will be put on sale for you guys. So overall, hopefully this will be a good match. Hopefully we don't see Jace, we'll see more Jax, maybe Fiora, more duelists out there for these matches. I heard a lot of people playing Jace all around
Yep.
throughout the 1v1 tournaments for this last man standing. So hopefully we don't see Jace. No, I'm hinting the people playing right now. I know they are watching the stream as well. No, Jace is bad.
People are saying that put Riot Graves on sale. Unfortunately, unless somebody has Riot Graves, that's not going to happen. So yeah.
Yes, definitely not. So I believe everything
Some
is
drop frame, so it seems to be increasing as well.
okay. Okay, so, apparently there seems to be some lag on our 720p stream for some weird reason. So for those of you who are actually watching,
It's the 360.
oh sorry, on the 360 side, for those of you who are having problems, if your internet can support it, please turn over to the 720 and then we can, well, hopefully fix that. Thank you guys for being patient with us. We know that we did suffer some errors as well yesterday, but you know, it's time to to solve this problem, so to speak. So they will not hinder us for anything. So the 2 finalists we have for today, it's YMB Leon 90
And
on the left side, on the blue side, so to speak,
yeah, and we have DiscoNinja as his opponent.
and Ninja.
That sounds very retarded. That looks very retarded. And I shall not make fun of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's name. Disco and Ninja, you hide. Timo, don't move for 2 seconds. Turn TV.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
trying to be invisible, but not really working right now. Still very large, still very big out there. So,
So
I think we're about prepared to get into game, and I guess we're just gonna wait for the countdown from the marshal so that we can get into game. But to be honest, do you think that aside Jace, what are the other really strong, competitors out there, like in terms of champion usage?
definitely there'll be Jax, Olaf, Fiora can be one of them as well. But Fiora is much harder to play because she really needs to get the she needs to win the early phase to get the items in order to have her sustain will be of use, so she will win throughout. And while last but not least will be Nidali, which is on sale. But a lot of people are more prone to using Jace because Jace just seems like a boss with a big hammer slapping people in the face, you know. In the overall for the 1v1 champions, I would say these are the few more famous ones. But for the AP champions, wow, the only one which I would say reliable, so to speak,
Which
Might
would be
be Rise, actually.
right. So
Yeah.
not Diana. Shields.
Not really Diana. I mean, she does have high burst, but then, you know, if you just build MR, and you
Yeah,
know, there are
she's
a lot of
quite
items for the bruisers to build up to be able to counter these builds, then it shouldn't be much of a problem. So, yeah. No, don't Diana. And no Sona. You know, Sona pokes are very painful in this game. She's not tanky enough to take all the hits from a bruiser by herself.
Yeah.
So, don't be sad, Suna.
It's
I think
okay.
actually
I don't have my wig. People are asking me where's my hair, where's my hair. So
it's hidden.
I don't know. I may decide to put on my hair for the intermediate games. If I have time, let's see what's gonna happen.
Please save me from nightmares and horrors.
You shall be Timo, I shall be Suna. So yeah.
I'll be hiding under the table. Wait, just to confirm when the game is starting, give us a moment. I was not so sure what's happening on the Marshall side on that end. So, yeah. Please opt someone here when you think you can do it. What? Please OP someone.
Yeah.
Make someone OP. Like me.
No, in the chat so that they have power to ban people and remove people out.
Oh.
If they are spamming. Because yesterday, there was someone who was spamming, and I decided to be nice and say that, you know, please stop spamming or else I have to kick you. And the other people on the chat were like, no, just ban him out. And I'm like, okay, fine. So,
Yes.
yeah. So basically that.
Yeah. Yes, so this is I'm not sure what's happening on the Marshall side. We're just gonna wait for them to start the game for us so that we know where we will launch. So before that happens, we're gonna show you DiscoNinja again. Disco Ninja. You know, that should become a game file. Sorry, I'm using the game file.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, why are you feeding people this? Like,
Sorry, I'm having.
these were my boobs yesterday. No, these are not my boobs.
It's a smiley face, it's a Ziggs water balloons. For those of you who are, a lot of people actually ask, talking about your boobs. You know, even
Really?
Celeste asked me, how did you make the boobs look so real? You know, it came off from his idea, so he's definitely a female
I'm a makeup artist.
makeup artist.
Basically,
It's actually just water. No,
No,
use air balloons.
no,
They
it's
use
water.
Water,
Oh, no,
yeah?
no, no, no. It is in fact air. So
Yeah.
it is air balloons that I just put makeup on it and then I just shoved it in. So as long
Makeup
as
that looks like his skin color, so it looks real.
as long as it was my skin color, I managed to get the tone right, and that was it. So we're going to go into game right now, and we're going to see the bands and pigs. Looks like it's going to be a double
No
jack.
bands.
Oh yes, there's no bands.
It is a
It is a
blind
blind
thing.
pick, but it looks like it's going to be two jacks. Now, one side has locked in. Yamabel Leon 90 has locked in, but on the other side, they have not. So I don't know. But DiscoNinja changing up to Pantheon. What do you think about jacks and Pantheon?
Jack's gonna kick his ass. He's gonna take the lantern and like, wah, and the magic.
Well, depends if he's using a lantern or a fishing pole or things
Or
of that
fishing
sort.
or things of that sort. So we do see exhaust being taken up on Jack's side and ignite being taken out instead on the Pantheon side. So we will see how well
I'm
it
thinking,
works
I
out.
know jacks can evade, and last time it used to be called dodge. Now it's basically just block all the attacks.
Mhm.
But so can Pantheon.
But
He does have the ability to.
it really
block-
doesn't matter when what is mainly dished out in the end is still magic damage from Jax.
Okay.
When you switch from the physical attack, the leap strike, you hit once, the shield blocks doesn't matter. In power, just instantly resets the cooldown on your attack and boom, one more
Okay.
slap into the face. Yeah, and with the ultimate level 6 coming up, a third hit with the
It's
magic
going to be
damage,
very, very
it's gonna be
painful.
very, very painful.
But we also do see that Pantheon choosing to take Ignite instead of Exhaust.
I would say exhaust would be a better choice. So to
yeah,
speak.
exactly.
Because if Pantheon dives in, you can still exhaust even though after you're stunned. And you're gonna have win the trade of over that. And if it happens when you're full life, then there will be the opportunity for Jax to just exhaust and fight back, instantly taking down Pantheon to half life. Then Ignite will not play such a big role in the end, I would say. And so
I would say, to be honest, even taking heal would be a better choice than taking Ignite, to be honest, because it is a 1v1 fight. You want to get a surprise element, unless a person is literally counting every single second until your heal comes up, when your summoner spell comes up. It's actually going to go slightly in your favor if you are taking heal, especially on a 1v1 fight.
and definitely if you take Ignite, it'll be more suited if you go against like a Warwick
Yeah,
or
of course.
Flora who has already inbuilt sustain and then you want to negate and counter against that. So let's take a look at the runes and masteries, hoping they're even runes, so to speak. And see, I'm seeing such a bad person missing all the low level. Emo is making me evil. A global taunt right there. So we do see a mix of the runes. So Wow, this is such a long rune page. 4.6 ability power level 18. Mana regen per fire level 18. Attack speed 0.94%. Physical damage 2.7 at level 18. Armor 2.2, 3.9 ability
It's just
power
everywhere.
down. Health regen. It's just everywhere out there. And just a bit of everything will help out actually in this stage.
Okay, well, put it this way: these people are not at level 30s. They can't specifically put all the best runes and all the best points to wherever they want.
Definitely. So here we see in the mastery tree, it's going to be 13-4, 13 aggressive, taking a lot of points into the offensive tree. Not sure whether he should have gone for deadliness. I think maybe he should have
Gone for the magic side instead.
yeah, for magic pen instead. But we let's see how well this works, as well as for Summoner's Resolve. If you guys don't notice, it actually has been the tooltip has been adjusted.
Yeah.
We wrote it actually states the barrier reduces cooldown by 20 seconds,
Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing, yes. Every 1 minute you have barrier up for this map. So let's take a look at what Pantheon is running. He is at the high level, level 19. He does have 2 extra points and 2 extra places to place the rune. And
it seems much better range.
Yeah,
Magic resist, physical damage, and armor. So I think that's pretty good out there.
Yeah.
Pretty standard, I would say, for a Pantheon. And then we have 18 entirely into cooldown, into Havoc, into attack speed, into magic. I think this is more balanced for Pantheon.
But
This is more centered.
wait, let me check something. Yes, he as I have noticed, he did level up. He's level 19, so he should have 19 points.
He did not put in.
Yeah, putting 1 point right there. 1 point is missing, so I'm not sure. Maybe he forgot about that point. He leveled up recently, so this is going to be something that, well, you're going to see what happens. You know, that 1 mastery point you did not put in is going to cost you the game, DiscoNinja.
Well, but if he's going to be watching the game, or rather he's watching the stream, then he should know what's going on there. Hopefully, he gets to review the game very quickly after he has done this. Then yeah.
Oh, so apparently people are coming up with names to insult me. Yay! So I become so famous to have haters, so to speak. I become so much.
I like how DiscoNinja is back on the RRC chat right now and saying, "Hey y'all." So in fact, we are in game right now.
So we do see the quick pickup. Definitely, you want to take the boots in the early stages, and Jack's going for the double Dorans for the early
Double
damage.
Dorans with pots as well, so that's good.
I would prefer that if he just went for a direct ninja Tabi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be
that would
better.
be much better in terms of taking the spears into his face from Pantheon. And here we see
Pantheon getting Vampiric Scepter instead of another Doran, so a little bit of sustain inside of Pantheon that could help him out in the beginning.
yeah, definitely could help him out. But in terms of trading hits, Jax will still win because in the early damage, in terms of overall output, Jax does have that much more from the counter strike, reduce strike, as well as Empower. Yeah, Pantheon has the better poke with the spears in your face, but definitely it's going to see how well this plays off. In my opinion, Jax should have went for Ninja Tabi. That additional defense at the same time, the 10% reduction will help a lot. I just played a game yesterday, a 5v5, we played double AD composition. So I was using Azure, and there was a Pantheon up top, it was a blind pick, so of course, you meet these matchups. And the first thing I went to was buy a Ninja Tabi. And
It
Pantheon,
works out.
yeah.
So it looks like on Jax he took 111 in his QWE,
which is quite
and Pantheon took double Q1W. So okay. He did not take Heartseeker Strike.
Because even if you take the early Heartseeker Strike, it's going to be quite hard to poke the person down to the last 50%
Who do
health.
you think will get the first hit off?
The first hit, definitely Jax. Pantheon.
Pantheon, right there.
Okay, for Jax, Jace, I can't even pronounce Pantheon right there, sorry. See, it's just about, it's just all about the spears, and what Jax really needed is just a Ninja Tabi.
To be honest, I would think that for Pantheon...
Yes, there it goes, there's the counter strike. Now trading the hits.
Nice start.
Yeah, but Yamaba Leon takes more of the minion hits right there. Yeah, because he did dive in. So here we see Pantheon just safely poking.
To be honest, if Pantheon wanted to go for his poke composition, he should have gone for some mana regeneration. Perhaps maybe runes or a little bit of masteries that could help him out. Because look at this, he is basically out of mana now. And he doesn't have anything to help him mana regeneration, so that's not going to be all that great for him. So if he wanted to do this continuous harass, I think you might disagree with this, but he could have started with the Chalice of Harmony and just spammed all the way, denying Jax from any sort of thing.
I would say a tier of goddess would be better than a Chalice of Harmony, actually, for this map, so to speak. Because Chalice of Harmony really depends on the maximum mana pool you have.
Oh, yeah.
And Pantheon does not have a lot, especially if you don't take the masteries from the
So yeah, a tier of goddess then. Which thing people can actually start off with. If you have enough gold, you get a tier of goddess straight away.
And then moving to a mana moon,
Yeah.
it will work out well as well for Pantheon. Just continuously force the something like here. And we see this going jump very aggressive.
Oh no, this Jax is not good for you. This is not good. And
the
ignite.
Barrier will come out definitely right there.
But he should have not have jumped in simply because the minions were on the side of DiscoNinja, and the moment he jumped in, all the ranged minions started to throw their attacks to it, and once attack animation starts, the damage will come. It's a matter of how long before you get hit by it. So.
And sorry for disturbing you there, because I just noticed that DiscoNinja actually did take to point to know when the help would spawn at the first 3 minutes and 10 seconds mark. He was waiting right there when he spawned on talking. No, DiscoNinja. No, I mean DiscoNinja was waiting on the side already. Okay. Where Jax moved to the back when he spawned out a bit later because he wanted to take more EXP. So yeah. So this is the sum of the things. So in the next 40 seconds, which is a few more seconds, the health pack will be respawning again. And I don't think he will be able to because
Jax running towards it. Nice.
Yes, he does get it, and the stun goes off. But it's going to jump onto him. The exhaust is not going so well. This is not the time you want to trade the hits right there.
The exhaust was not needed, and actually a little bit preemptive. So now what's going to happen is that Pantheon's Ignite will come up before
the exhaust
comes up. So. And Leon is relatively low now.
But he does still have, he's still able to hold it without, for now, just in terms of getting the levels, it's really a plus for Jax overall. When he reaches the end game, he'll definitely be able to do much more damage than DiscoNinja. The problem is how much and how well DiscoNinja uses the money to buy the items he should be buying.
It also helps out that the Vampiric Scepter is there, so every time that the hits does go off, Pantheon is able to
heal up
a little bit extra health from every single hit that's being dealt with, especially with his spear.
Actually, we see the counter strike. Oh,
block.
Here we see when Jax has reached level 6, the 3 hits there.
Oh, a barrier up again.
The barrier is up. He thought that Pantheon would go and charge him to continue fighting, but it was the wrong timing, a bit off. Pantheon put off before the barrier came up. So it was a bit wasted, but let's just see how well Yamabe Leon responds to this later on.
I mean, so basically now Pantheon should have both of his summon spells just about up. Ignite will be coming up relatively soon.
And wow, Leon
being
taking
very
the
aggressive.
chance to be very aggressive right now with the popping the ulti, but
healing back up, right, the health packs there.
He should have done it earlier because if like just now, every time he dives in, he should on the ulti or the barrier up because you can see that Pantheon instead chooses to trade hit after the stun relations, but after that, after casting his spell, he chooses to move back. And DiscoNinja is doing a very good job in controlling the health packs, knowing exactly when it's coming out as well, so that he does not need the tier of goddess we had mentioned, and he's just going to be able to heal up the mana and continue throwing the spears all over the place right there.
So it's great that people in the chat actually understand how the skin sales work, because some people are asking about how the skin sales are working and the other people that are doing it. Oh, Yamabe Leon.
It's okay, but he will not fall.
The Ignite was a little bit too early, but we'll be able to push him back. So what's going to happen now is that the minions can start attacking the turrets, but yep, so that's what they're going to do. I'm thinking to a quarter life now. Oh, first blood! Nice.
But let's just think let's take a look at the goal. So here we see Jax with 1,700 and Pantheon does have 2,500, but he does not choose to suicide, so he will not be put it to use, and instead it will let Yamabe Leon be able to kill him back later on.
I think he just wants the turret here, so but no, he's going to choose suicide.
He's going to choose suicide right now, which is the wiser choice for these 1v1 matches right now. Because you once you land the kill, you do need to go back to spend that money. If not, you really can't fight back.
Yep. Yeah. So let's have a look at the items and what they bought as they came out of things. We do see that finally Ninja Tabi is completed with a chain vest straight away. Super
a BF sword being taken and the Ninja Tabi being taken on the side of Pantheon right now.
So they are going very tanky compared to each other now. Jax in total has 124 armor, and on the side of Pantheon he has 88 armor. But in terms of damage, Pantheon has 148 damage and Jax has 116. So I do think that if the trades do go off once again, it is going to go still slightly in the favor of Pantheon, even though the armor is slightly higher on Jax.
Not really. We just need to wait. If Leon does a good job with the exhaust together when he fights, as well as the poking, here we see he takes the health back and pokes back. And he does take a bit of damage, but it's about the same after the trading all over. And he's just jumping
Oh,
around.
look at that.
The
The
frog
back and
jumps.
forth.
But the sustain, of course, leading into the advantage of DiscoNinja because he does have the Vampiric Scepter. And for those of you guys...
don't forget that Leon has the Vampiric Scepter as well.
Oh yeah, he has gotten it as well. And here we see Leon once again jumping in, trying to do as much damage as he can as Jax.
But this is exactly what DiscoNinja is doing in his favor, is that he's always... I wouldn't know whether he's actually doing this on purpose or it's by coincidental luck. He's always allowing Leon to jump onto him when the minions are in his favor. So the moment he jumps there, even though he's taking some damage, which he can heal back, the minions are dealing more damage than what he's actually doing to Leon. So props. If he's doing this intentionally, then huge props to him.
Yes, definitely. And here you see Leon once again jumping into the face of Pantheon.
And once
he does miss the health pack from that.
Nice.
Very
nice.
If this trade goes on, Leon might lose.
Leon's gonna lose this.
But here we see the exhaust going down, and then as well as the barrier going up,
Leon's gonna lose this.
He does lose this, and here goes back the stun onto him, and
the range minions were continuously hitting, and that's what brought him down by that much more.
So oh, here we see Jax actually buying Executioner's Calling.
He doesn't want a Vampiric Scepter to work.
No, I mean the Vampiric, it actually works much better compared to a Bloodthirster because it does 18% lifesteal.
Yeah.
At the same time, it gives a
Critical.
50% critical chance, which is something he lacks in comparison to DiscoNinja because when he does get free critical strikes when Jax spawns a bit too low.
Yep.
In terms of trading hits right now, it should be in his favor as DiscoNinja has not died yet in terms of that. So just going to see how well this plays off. Here we see him really jumping in, going to trade the hits right there. It
All
might
the
actually
stuns.
be in his favor right now, but no, he's going to have to fall back. Not sure he should continue chasing.
It should go slightly to the favor of Jax here, but he will be able to run away, get to the turret range, and it should be fine. What he does not have now is the creep wave supporting him, and that's very important in a 1v1 fight because you need to have all the odds in your favor to win it.
Yeah, but more importantly, Jax needs a phage.
Yeah.
Definitely against a melee champion. Because he really needs to slow them down so that even if they try to run...
Oh, this is interesting. He's just going to use the active on Executioner's Calling just to be placed onto Pantheon.
It's a good thing because it has a fast cooldown and it gets...
it does damage, right?
No, it does not do any damage. It just gives an ignite effect without any damage. But what gives them...
Okay, this is a little bit odd.
Yeah, jumping right in his face, not sure what was happening right there.
Perhaps he thought that Jax would be there, and maybe he wanted just clear the creep wave, so I don't know. But look at this, Jax is receiving damage. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier before. And that additional damage is definitely going to assist out DiscoNinja.
Because what it does is really, when you do a normal hit, it does do magic damage per second, 2 magic damage per second, for 4 seconds if I'm not wrong. But when you activate the effect, it just gives an ignite effect so that DiscoNinja does not sustain back so much. So much. And this is something I wouldn't see.
It's a little bit odd.
Yeah, it's a little odd to get it in that sense, but in this 1v1 fight, it will turn into Jax's favor because it does increase his sustain even though his damage is not that high. And here we can see
DiscoNinja
out in the trades already right there and healing back very quickly just by hitting the minions right there. Each hit takes back 26 and with the magic damage helping him back up, look at that. Every time he lands a critical is 60 plus health, normal hits is 31. It's really a lot. It's just like right now he with the 2 Dorans, with the Executioner's Calling, and with his did he get lifesteal? I don't think so.
No,
he didn't get, but just with that, he's about 24% lifesteal right there.
It's interesting that we do see Phage being picked up as well as a pickaxe.
Not the wisest choice.
What he wants to give with a pickaxe though.
Definitely Infinity Age because he does have the BF sword right there. Unless he's changed his mind going for Last Whisper, which is one item you need to win against Jax. You want to eat the balloon? Yeah, and so for those of you guys who are asking about the sale, it's actually very simple. Right now, both of them are using classic skins, so on our side, we'll be choosing what skins will be sold from these 2 champions out there for you guys.
So not this game, but the deciding match.
For the deciding match.
The trade's about even just about now, so this is pretty good. They are trading up pretty evenly. They are dealing quite a number of damage to each other. Both using barrier already, so there is no ignite, no exhaust up. All the summoner spells are on cooldown already, so yeah.
But here is let's just see how well whether Pantheon can maintain this early lead he had. Because the goal difference right now is just by 700 after having such a big advantage in the early stage. And here we see Leon just throwing out the executioner's calling effect just randomly as much as he can, because it lasts for 8 seconds, I believe, if I remember correctly, because it's one of the items I do buy quite a bit. Yes, the cooldown is just 20 seconds. Just to negate the heal as much as he can. Don't let DiscoNinja to heal up that much. So we see here with the Vampiric Scepter and the one's blade, we do see that Pantheon is getting 22 to 27 health per hit depending on which minion he's hitting, but Jax gets 31 to 62.
But looks like both turrets will be going down. Oh, once again, look at this. The Ignite does go off and the minions are still wailing onto Leon. This is not what he wants to do. He may be stronger, but the minions are going to be assisting him out there. The Leap Strike will come out, and once again, the minions are still continuously hitting out there.
But at the same time, the minions will help him charge up the Counter Strike damage as well. So it was a good thing, and he did protect his tower from there. The tower was at the last hit, so...
And he should have just gone in and taken a tower, to be honest.
But if you just went in and take a tower just now, Jax might be able to get the kill as well, I would say. Because, possibly, because it's very easy for Jax to just... Because he already landed those few normal attacks, his passive stacks up to 6 stacks, increasing his attack speed, it's going to be a lot of pain being dealt.
I actually want to see Guinsu's Rage Blade onto Jax. That's... I think it's going to be insane if that happens.
I would say a Phage first would be much better, because if he just gets a Phage, then Pantheon has nowhere to run anymore. And then in terms of trading, with the Executioner's calling,
it's going to go severely towards his favor.
Definitely. So both players doing a very good job actually so far.
I mean, one would not think that this is a Novice pre-level 20 game. I mean, I have to be honest, like if you're randomly showing this match, it's I would not have suspect of like, oh my god, are these people noobs? No, I would not have. That would not have crossed my mind.
Would have crossed my mind. I mean, you would say that they are still doing some of the plays a bit slightly wrong, but overall they're doing a very good showing and understanding of the items once needed, especially on YMB Leon's side. Maybe he has special training with his clan. You know, Ratchet has been giving some tips on what to buy against anything.
On trolling Hyperdingers.
Trolling Hyperdingers. Oh, look
at that.
Wow. I'm sorry.
That was a clutch.
Yeah.
That was very clutch.
Oh, here we see, as I mentioned, just the Deep Strike and Power. Just 3 hits, it's just a lot of damage being dished out and
Infinity Edge.
Yeah. Pantheon does get the Infinity Edge. Not sure how well that will work out actually.
Oh, look at how fast Power smells. Take away.
Yes. The advantage of Jax attack speed is like Tower? No, does that exist? In front of Jax, everything just
Tower down.
And Tower does go down. And instantly just... Oh, he's just going to suicide right now. I thought he's going to move on to the inhibitor, but nope. He's going to choose the suicide first before Pantheon can revive to go back to buy the items. And in his hand, he does have 3.4k right there. Let's just see what he's going to get from this. And yes, he does go for the Phage. And there's nothing much he's going to buy anymore, I believe. Because he does not have enough money to upgrade anything. Or he's going to sell the one's blade, but not his opt to just keeping all the items he have in his hand. And then just move out with just a Phage, which is really just what Jax needs. Just a Phage, a bit of tankiness.
Gordon's Mail now.
Wow. Oh, Gordon's Mail now. So the whole fight will definitely be in his favor. And DiscoNinja going to use his ultimate to farm and to push as fast as he can, as he knows he's 2 towers down and really needs to take off that 1 tower right there. Very close. I mean, it's quite hard to use.
What is Leon doing? Leon's dancing in his face.
Nope, he's waiting for the money. Yeah,
oh, is she?
There goes. See, he's just waiting for money right there. I mean, he's just going to give up that tower, no problem, because he knows the Pantheon doesn't have that attack speed. Yeah. So yeah. So here we see Jax like the boss, and wow, the Heartseeker strike missing. Desperation move right there. Thinking that Jax might jump into kill the creeps maybe. But here we see a spear going off, but here we see as the spear goes out, the Phage proccing on both sides. And here we see Yamato Leon just going to pull on the hurt onto DiscoNinja and just jumping and jumping. There goes the exhaust going down. There's nothing much that DiscoNinja can do, even though he does have a lot of damage.
It's going to go usually in the favor of Jax right now. There's nothing much that Pantheon can do. Simply because I believe that itemization-wise, Pantheon did not go on the proper route.
I would say he did not go on a proper route, but it wasn't the route needed to beat Jax.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah, he did show very strong early stage. He did poke the Jax out. He did a very good job.
He did not transition now to, I would say, somewhat of a mid-game itemization-wise. It did not actually go well in his favor.
Yeah.
The Infinity Edge is kind of pointless. Another pickaxe? I'm not sure about that at all.
I think it's finally going to be a last whisper like that. But
I mean, even if he does get all this, armor shredding items, I don't know. I mean, it's very simple. The Warden's Mail is still there. Every time Pantheon hits him, the Warden's Mail is going to be so effective.
but I believe Pantheon is going to rely more on spears as much as he can. But as you can see right now, because Jax does have high enough levels in his abilities, he's just gonna leap strike and power together as Jax throws a spear right
And
there,
nothing
trading hits.
Yep.
And he will lose in the trade. And here we see again just jumping in like the boss right there. See the magic damage knocking off right there. Nothing much Pantheon can do. And the free ignite he has on the item does go off right there. Barrier being procced off, but the face did not get procced off, so Leon just gonna fall back and push it.
Well, he does have the super minion on his side there, so what he's going to do is he's going to farm up the creeps. There's nothing much that Pantheon can do about this, and it's going to be impending doom as you see the wave coming in. Leon doesn't even need to go and attack Pantheon, he can just start taking the turret.
I mean, he decides to just ignore the damage right there and continue hitting onto the turret. But we can see he's going to fall back, not don't want to take too much damage, but instead try to go back to heal up, take the health back, and go back into the battle.
I don't know, with every wave that's coming there, the turrets are just going to be taken out a little bit more by a little bit more. And because the inhibitor is down, the super minion is there. The super minion is going to deal tons and tons of damage. Leon can even afford to get like a couple of hits, like no problem.
I would say Leon can actually dive onto Pantheon after he uses a stun, just popping his ultimate as well as barrier, and he should be fine, but he chose to opt out to back off, not going to be too aggressive, going to play a bit more
I
safe.
think it's wise to be to have moved out simply because he can clear up the creep wave before moving in, get Pantheon to move out a little bit more, because if his minions are being attacked under the turret and trying to clear a creep wave, it's not going to go in their favor. So at least this way, when the creep wave moves out, he's able to now clear up the creep wave, and now the whole entire creep wave gets to go in there and start damaging the tower.
Definitely.
So if the super minion now is focusing onto Pantheon, Jax can just hit away the turret and no problem. Whoa, I don't know about this.
Just proc your ultimate and counter strike.
It's interesting. Pantheon doesn't know the combination that upon the descent of Skyfall, you can immediately jump onto a target.
Using your jumping body. But here we see Leon will fall down, being a bit too
Nice.
at the wrong time right there. And here we see DiscoNinja getting a kill, but he's unable to commit suicide. If he does, I suppose his super minion might be able to break his turret. So he has to make a choice right now. Is he going to go for the suicide or going to try to push the lane?
He's going to push the lane.
Yeah.
He's going to heal that up, and he does have the health back up there, so he can get some mana back. So yeah.
But here we see Jax after killing the base with a Trinity Force already.
It is a best of 3 for those of you who are asking. So the winner of this game will get 1 point, and we move on to the secondary game. And if the opponent actually wins that out, then we go into the third match. But we shall see.
Definitely. So here we see, yes, as you mentioned, Pantheon is getting as much health back as it has. Yeah.
And Heart of Gold, almost going to finish at Random Whims very soon. And next time he goes back to base and is able to buy.
I don't think that will happen. It's gonna be quite hard for Pantheon to hold off everything right now. And right now, if he pushes too far, Jax will just leap onto him with the face rocking. There's nowhere Pantheon can run. He really needs to stay under the safety of his tower.
Of his single turret. And even if he does do that, there's only one turret, and Super Minion will be able to slowly start to chip it away. So
yeah.
Oh look, his spear's not even doing anything.
He does the damage that is intended to do, but Jax is just sustaining it back so quickly. You see, Yamamoto gonna totally ignore DiscoNinja right there. Just gonna take all the hits, no problem at all. But gonna take down the turret.
Oh, he actually should be hitting Jax at the same time. Oh well, it's calling GG well played there already. He doesn't do anything but jump and Skyfall once again.
Here we see.
This is the last ditch attempt to make anything happen, but look at Leon there, wow.
He's gonna ignore DiscoNinja and go for the win right there, which is a smart choice. Not wasting any time. Oh, never mind.
One final kill, yup, it is one final kill, and this is GG well played. The first game goes to Yamamoto Leon.
Well played out there, but you can see the goal difference is actually just by a bit.
By 400.
Actually, it's the favorite. Pantheon has more goal in the end.
Like I said, it's itemization wise, it did not go in favor of Pantheon.
I mean, Pantheon did have the early advantage of the early minions right there, and they stack up quite a bit. But yeah, mostly just based on the itemization. So there's not much need to check the score screen because everything is out there 1v1. Unless you guys want to see it, do you think we should show it?
Let's have a quick quick showing of it. So yeah, there we have it. The itemization went in favor of Jax. I would say Trinity Force almost completing the Water's Mail. Executioner's Calling was a little bit strange. On the side of Pantheon, we do see that he went for Infinity Edge. However, he did not have much tankiness or armor to do anything. In the end, he did get his last Whisper, but it was a little bit too late. So basically, at end of things, in 22 minutes, the first game goes to Yamaba Leon, and we'll be going into game 2 momentarily. Let's see if I can find the game.
Yes, sorry. So right there, here I'm gonna be. I believe I'll be the one hosting the game, as I was told. So here we go once again. Let's see.
Just do #2.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, and please continue speaking. Entertain our audience while I prepare everything.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was that he didn't know how to. The name was just too long. He couldn't actually fit it in. Yeah, okay, so do all the invitations as needed, and then we can move forth into things. That's a little strange.
Not sure what happened to one of the players or persons, but here the game is once again prepared, but not sure.
Apparently,
ushers are missing. Oh,
apparently, I'm not sure what's happening right there. Oh, okay. So apparently the players are already starting to.
oh no! So it's gonna be fine. We just need to wait for it to happen so we can move into it. So do not worry right there. The second game is on the run. As you know, we have a 3 minutes delay for the spectator mode. So the game for the second game did start a bit earlier first, so that the games will not be delayed for too long, so that we definitely be able to move everything much smoothly. So for those of you guys who think that Yamaba Leon has a better chance of winning, please shout. But no, there's no shouting. There's no cheer here. So shout. Yeah! He's just ignoring me.
Meow.
Anyway, so
what exactly was that?
I have no idea. For those of you following DiscoNinja, what do you think? Maybe he'll be able to change. Oh,
I don't think so.
Slight change right there. I'm not sure. Okay, wait. There seems to be a minor problem.
So just search by owner and then do it that way because.
Oh, never mind. Here it is.
No, you can't.
Oh,
because they assume that you're joining normal game. Search by owner.
No, search by the name.
Okay.
It's the same. Plus both for the same.
Okay.
Here we go. But one missing Marshall actually. So you can wait for him to come in. Hopefully he can find a game, no problem at all. So for the first game, we saw that this DiscoNinja.
The question is, do you think that they're going to be a champion swap? Do you think that they're going to try something else? Because Pantheon didn't really work out against Jets. Do you think that they were going to change it out just by a little bit?
No, I mean it's very hard to say because Pantheon does have the early game advantage, but when it reaches the mid game, he cannot really use the advantage that well, then he will lose out quite a bit to a lot of other champions.
Yeah.
So definitely, it really is really dependent on really what these players want overall. Like you see, I think Jax will continue to be a pick. Jax is one of really those strong champions, and he just stack up on level even with just 1, 2 core items. He will be able to do so well. Like if you see, I remember there was once I was playing with Gloria. He's a top lane Evelyn, and he was fighting against the Jax. So early stage Evelyn does have a better poke, better damage. So he did kill the Jax 3 times in a row. But when the Jax came back with a Phage,
that was the end of it.
That was the end of it. There's nothing Evelyn could do to run away, and she was just getting leaped on, empowered on, and she just died. Like almost got, and the Jax just got back like 3 kills from there. I mean, easily.
I mean, it's to be expected there. So we're going to go into the champion select right now. It looks as if DiscoNinja is going for Jax.
Oh, wait. Once again, well, look, actually did try to go for Jax initially, but this
he decided not to.
Yes.
But immediately after that, Yamaba Leon going for Volley. Jax against Volibear, what do you think?
Volibear will win. Because he's a bear and he's my kind.
Most people.
It's actually because in terms of training hits, a Volibear does have an advantage. He will be able to flip the opponent behind.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he will flip the Jax, even though with the counter strike behind him into the wave of minions, and the minions will continue hitting him as Volibear hits back. And with the bite, is the overall burst damage being dealt out. And the third skill, the slow, will stop Jax from going a bit too far. And at the same time, the ultimate with the extra lightning magic damage. Volibear is actually one of the strongest bruiser out there. I would say that, in my opinion, Volibear performs exceptionally well against most champions. Actually, if it's just a 1v1,
Yeah.
I would say Volibear can win most matchups, especially with the help of minions at early stages. I use it. I haven't tried it well for proving guns. It's different things like level 3 initially.
Yep.
But if you try it during on Summoner's Rift, for example, level 1, so he's stacking up, Volibear does have the earlier advantage. He just needs to hit level 2 and he'll be able to do tons of damage to you, definitely. Damage from the help of the minions.
I mean, we have people here that's going to predict what's going to be happening, and they are saying that Leon is reading his enemy really well. He knows his limitations, and that's what he's basically doing. And yeah, I mean, people want to see a Jax versus Jax. It's a game of chicken. First, Jax to use his stuns.
I mean, it's definitely. That's just how it goes, because I can actually just leave.
I'm not sure why. That's for the 360 stream.
Because actually, it's going to be the same thing for the deadliness.
Compared to Jax.
Right there.
Yes, and every comment we read was for freedom.
Jace was being taken out. No Nidalis.
Not yet.
Part of the headless new hacker skin headless horse. It can't really. Well, I don't know. How are you going to say this spider is a woman or man?
Because I'm saying she's Elise.
Then you shouldn't be here anymore. You should be wrapped and fed to what's the boss? Pharaoh?
Oh, you mean that the huge gigantic spider on the new set 3 line?
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
Pharaoh something. So
I'm gonna find out now.
So yes, we are gonna move into the game shortly, no problems at all. Won't be any delays, I believe. Maybe just on outside the stream. If it does lag, please do refresh it, and it should fix most problems, I believe. If the error does occur, just try refreshing it or going directly to our YouTube channel, just clicking onto it. It might work out better for that. So yeah, do not worry about it. So here we see Volibear, part of me, Tibers, going against Jax, the Grandmaster of Arms. So let's just see how well this plays out. So right now, we're just going to move into the game. It has begun. So both of them just standing there like a boss in the base, not going to buy anything. But here we see, once again, DiscoNinja buying the boots, the drum blades. I wonder what's happening. Why he's ignoring me. Can we go into the game, please? Something seems to be off. Oh, wow. I did not notice that at all. So it's actually an error on my side, something was showing. So here we see
Bad, Teddy, bad.
DiscoNinja buy the same items actually, and wow!
Warden's mail, straight up.
Instant Warden's mail straight out on by Yamaba Leon. I don't think it's that wise of a choice. I would actually, I'll prefer buying a boot and a heart of gold. Actually, it will do much more damage in comparison to a Warden's mail overall. Just buffing out the Volibear's bite, which is really the main damage out there, which is called the Frenzy, and where he gets a free attack speed and whatnot and so forth. But here we're just gonna see how well this plays off. He's gonna go for super tanky.
Super skeptical about Warden's mail.
I mean, it does work well against Jax in terms of the attack speed, but not so early.
Not so early, does
Yeah, it does.
To be honest, I would say getting the Heart of Gold would be better now than getting the Warden's mail.
Yeah, I agree with you, but here we're just going to see Leon try to walk in like a boss, but here we see no problem at all. DiscoNinja is training his jumping in as well. As Frenzy does have quite the long cooldown, DiscoNinja should take advantage of it, but nope, he's just going to move out to farm and get slowed and get flicked around, get thrown by the Volibear. The bite should be up, so and there it is.
Nice fight.
Yes, DiscoNinja being pushed around by the bear.
Since you're playing with one balloon, I shall play with the other balloon. I mean,
where am I ignoring my weird co-partner beside me, trying to act cool or whatnot, squeezing out the bloom? Here we see DiscoNinja being pushed back this time, early stage of the game. And he used Pantheon earlier and he was winning the early game. Right now we see the Volibear, the bear, the master of... Well, I won't say the master of time, the master of time haters maybe.
Yeah, perhaps.
No hater. Why is there no Zillion on this 1v1 map?
I like how Freedom is saying, I want someone to start with 30 pots.
Yeah, in your dream. Okay, thanks, bye. Here we see Ninja wasting the counter strike right there, going to be a bad thing for him as the cooldown is as long as how Frenzy is, and Volibear hasn't used his Frenzy yet. But Volibear actually going to farm out, going to be passive, even though he didn't have the early advantage. He's going to walk. I thought he'll be charging in, flipping, tossing tables, tossing jacks around, fighting as much as he can, but not just popping the slow as much as he can. And DiscoNinja missing all the counter strikes right there.
He's using counter strikes for utility. It's weird.
Or chasing Leon away, I would say. Not sure why.
Oh,
but here,
the flip went onto the wrong person, he went to a minion.
oh, but there goes the bite. If that distance hits a minion, I'm like... It's the time for DiscoNinja to fly in like a boss. So this is going to be quite the hard fight for DiscoNinja right now in the early stage, as YMB Leon did go for mid tankiness, and well, being Volibear, you don't need damage. You just need to bite people in the frenzy, do lots and lots of damage. So we're right now moving into the favor of, well,
Leon, yeah.
just in terms of the aggression, but in terms of CS wise, DiscoNinja is actually focusing a lot on farming, and the CS is a bit slightly higher.
He's a bit slightly higher, really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that
but
powerful English.
yes, thank you so much.
Bit slightly higher.
I mean, sorry, I was like thinking what's the best word to use because it was just 2 minions, but it was just slowly stacking up. As you can see, Leon's just pushing the lane as hard as he can, while DiscoNinja is focusing on as much farm he can get.
Do you agree with the statement that the best 1v1 players would be top laners?
Nope.
Why?
Why? Because one-on-one, let's say top laners, because when they do fight, it's basically on the matchup on how well to beat the top lane only in terms of that. But in terms of itemization, normally it will not change that much because it's sometimes more team oriented than sometimes some people focusing on 1v1 fights. Like you play an Ola, you'll be more on team oriented. We see how Stanley plays it against the early Shrelia and the Warden's Mills. Does not need to get that much damage. And for some players, you know, sometimes some players are really stiff on the item builds. Like they've used the item build so far, and for some champions like Jace, maybe he storms on most blind pick champions 1v1 because it's blind pick, you know what everyone's using, and you storm on them with the same item build all the time. You don't really know how to transition that well in terms of like when someone buys an item that counters you, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you know you have a bad matchup, but because of your itemization, it will turn into your favor, and a lot of 1v1 top laners do not know how to do that well, I would have to say. So definitely not really 100% I would say there would be the best of the best right there. But definitely in terms of experiencing, fighting out, dishing out, we as bruisers,
you go into favor of top laners.
Be in the favor of top laners, definitely. But not in terms of overall, they are the best 1v1 fighters because, you know, if they do not understand the game enough in terms of itemization, they will lose out. Like just as you mentioned right there, Yamabird, Leon...
No, it was Disco.
Yamabird and Leon won because of his...
Oh, it's itemization.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, even though he was losing quite bad, because he got the better items needed to survive and fight back, that's why he was winning. So that's why this match will depend on how well DiscoNinja can react to that with the Volibear getting the
They're standing at each other.
So here you see the fling, the damage going off. DiscoNinja going to fight quite a bit. I believe he should actually continue fighting right there. He does have his barrier, and Ignite up, he should be able to deal the damage.
Oh, nice Ignite!
Goes off as well, but the timing is a bit off there. The fight might be able to go off quite soon. But here we see why did you run away? There was nowhere for you to run anymore. You should have fight, and you might have won because if
he missed out on 2 auto attacks, and that 2 auto attacks could have translated into a kill.
Definitely. So, fearing the bear quite a bit and falling back, not the best choice.
Not the best choice, yeah.
It comes down to it.
The Ignite was in a very, very good timing. Definitely. Simply because it prevented his passive from healing him up massive amounts at the same time as the health pack that was just spawned. So it was only halved out, so that went in the favor. Now we do see Volibear getting Ninja Tabi, Sheen being brought up, and Executioners calling on Volley again. Wow. A little bit strange. Apparently he could have something here that we apparently don't realize in a 1v1 fight.
In terms of a top lane, if it's just going to be a one, or let's just say in terms of it being a 1v1 fight, the way to win is who has a better sustain and damage output. Yeah. So Volibear has both without getting any damage items, I would have to say. And then in terms of Jax, he does need to rely a bit on the items in order for that to
throw him back.
Yeah, throw him back, and here you should start trading. Please
fight him.
Ninja. start trading. There's no reason for you to run as there was no minions right there. And now, yeah, using your ultimate to run when it's a 1v1 is not so good for a Jax overall. We should always... I'm not sure. DiscoNinja is trying to be safe. Please ignore my co-caster. His existence does not mean anything to me. Anyway, so here we see that DiscoNinja trying to be a bit safe. And the timing for him to trade hits a bit off right there.
Yeah, it is off actually.
Yeah. So giving the advantage a bit to Yamabe Leon by a lot actually, not just by a bit of this change. I see right here we see the Executioner's calling go off. Just supporting this overall sustain of the basic regeneration of Jax as well. Not only just by his normal hits using the healing back from the Rapid Scepter, but overall from there. So yeah. So here we see DiscoNinja trying to farm up as much as he can, but here we see Yamabe Leon just slowly fucking him away. Here we see the toss going on, and here but he does not diving.
Why the counter strike again?
He's afraid of getting too many hits, so it's using the counter strike to dodge a bit.
But I mean, using it preemptively like that, it's a little bit bad. Like, but he needs to use it now. He can't.
Here we see a bite going off in the last hit right there. Definitely, right now, this fight is in favor of YMB Leon, and I don't see what.
I don't know what DiscoNinja can actually do about this, to be honest. He might be going for a Rage Blade. Please tell me that Blasting Wand is turning into a Rage Blade. That could help him out quite significantly.
Definitely.
But I don't know about the Executioner's calling.
I mean, the Executioner calling on YMB side is just a cheap item, free critical.
I mean, for me, it would make more sense if Jax got it to counter Volley Bear.
Definitely specifically. But then Volley Bear does have the wallet mirrors out there. In terms of getting hits down, it won't be so well. So I'm not so sure what DiscoNinja has on his mind right now in terms of items to buy. Is it going to be a Green Rage Blade? Is it going to be a Leech Blade because Volley Bear is going so tanky? And then
it could be a Lich Bane, that could be right there. But it wouldn't really make much sense if it was a Lich Bane though.
Yeah, in the such early Lich Bane, definitely not good, much of a help. Here we see DiscoNinja diving into the wave of the Ministry. The hits right now not so good.
DiscoNinja's gonna lose this.
DiscoNinja might actually win this because...
Oh, the Ignite!
Yes!
Nice! The minions!
Might not be enough. Never mind, it's just enough. But he does get his Green Rage Blade out there. And I would say that Jax could win that fight is basically just because overall he could dish out more damage, and Volley Bear's ultimate was still on cooldown because he just used it earlier in terms of killing him one time, and that was the best timing for you to dive in when you know your opponent has less damage over output that you can deal with.
Sadly, that's an Ionic Spark.
I don't know, I would say if we went for Wit's End, I could agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Ionic Spark.
I'm not so sure about Ionic Spark, as you still see the Shin, you still see the Blasting Wand go on to Jax, and now it's a Green Rage Blade on. I mean, the Water Spear does stop the attack speed, but with the overall passive stacking with the Green Rage Blade, Jax will be able to deal out a lot of damage. No problem, the running bear is going to stop. It's a bit too early to be running. And here we see Jax jumping in. The frog is stronger.
I am perplexed over the Ionic Spark.
It's for pushing. Just like...
But still, like...
It's just, you have extra thunder. You're faking your ultimate. You don't need to raise your hands anymore. You don't have it. Here we see, he's just definitely going to win this trade. He does have the Rage Blade. He does have the Sheen already popped out. There's nothing much Yamabe Leon can do, and here we see, yes, it goes into his favor. If he did have a Wit's End in terms of buffing up his overall magic resist, and as well doing the magic damage per hit, more than the Iron.
It would have been so much better if he was a Wit's End. He would have won that if he was a Wit's End.
I believe he would have won that if he was a Wit's End. Negating a lot of the AP damage that Jax has built up because he still see the Warden's Mill.
I mean, to be honest, if he really was boring to get like defense, he should have gotten an Electron Stroke, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it would have worked so much better against Jax. And here we see the Super Jack is going to push down the turret.
Volley Bear is coming out. If he does not suicide, I'll take the health pack soon.
No, he's not going to suicide though.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the time to actually go back and suicide. Yeah.
So we do see the Negaton Scroll being taken out. He does realize that, oh, this magic damage is too overwhelming for me right now. And there's some MR.
Truth be told, at this point, he should have gone for an Aegis. It would have better assisted him, I believe. Simply because from there he does have the additional health, which can help him he has armor as well because Jax is dealing some physical damage as well. So
Yeah, but he does have the water mirrors to pick them up, and the magic resist from Aegis is a bit too low right now at this stage of the game with Greenstone Rage Blade and Shin being picking up. I think it's a bit too late, in my opinion, on that. Yeah, now, but Hidamova Leon is in advantage because Jax is not healed up. He really needs to capitalize on this. Not sure why he hasn't done it.
oh no, this is not going good for Mobile Leon.
He missed the fling, I would have to say. If the fling didn't go off, that was the best chance for him to try to kill Jax because Jax did use a counter strike already.
And he already was at half health, so it would have definitely made a lot of sense there.
But here we see, yes, Leon just gonna push the lane with the spark. But I'm not sure if it's a good choice at all, in my opinion. But here we see DiscoNinja just counter striking first.
Toss it backwards, nice.
Here he might go off into death. Yes, definitely going down like that. He missed the timing slightly right there. He proc his Ignite trying to do as much damage as he can, but that is a bad decision. Do need to use it for the 1v1 fight later on in order to stop YMB Leon from healing up. And he's actually going for...
The passive is just helping him tag the turret, no problem.
Actually, we see that DiscoNinja actually going to go for Revolver after this. Not going to go for...
No, he could go for the Lich Bane.
No,
he's going
he got the Bilge Water Caress right there. Let me show you.
Yeah, I know. I can see that the Bilge Water is there.
But
he could be going for Lich Bane as well. I mean,
not so early, but I believe that
people are surprising us in this game.
No, I mean,
with items. I don't know about that.
I would say that Trinity Force is still the better item for Jace because he does still need the Phage proc unless he gets the Lich Bane and the Rylai's Crystal.
That could be it as well. Yeah.
That could be it as well, definitely. I've seen, hybrid Jax, they have the Trinity Force, but they still get the Rylai Crystal Scepter, boosting overall survivability as well as they're stacking up on the ability power. It really works against certain champions. As you know, if you stack ability power, your ultimate gives you extra more armor.
Yeah.
So it's in Jax's favor as long as his ultimate art he can win and beat most matchups. Here we see Jax knowing that he cannot push the tower too aggressively, he's gonna opt to let him Yamava Leon take all the minions right there. There's nothing much he can do. If he does dive onto the tower, he'll be taking too much hits and the soul from Yamava Leon. It's gonna stop him from getting out safely. So right here now in the middle of the map is what DiscoNinja needs. Yes, there he goes, the fight does go off.
Oh, look at that
and talking for the ultimate of DiscoNinja. Definitely nothing Yamava Leon can do as an answer to it. His passive is off already because he's using the attack tower, but no! Almost that last hit right there.
Wow.
Yes, almost right there.
Wow is the word for that.
Definitely, because he did use the exhaust and barrier, and this stopped Jax quite a bit right there. The exhaust is something that Jax needs to be wary of, but it doesn't matter once you
that Sheen proc? That Sheen proc was just like
the time.
Massive chunks of life disappearing.
Actually, we see Randuin's Omen being completed right there, and now the tower will go down as well. DiscoNinja will have no problems, but right now, instead of hitting the tower, hit the minion. Just get the lifesteal. Just because Volibear is coming out. But I think Volibear kind of need to come out. Just come out so he doesn't have enough time to heal back, and Volibear just trying to go as fast as he can to stop.
In fact, Jax can really engage onto Volibear. He doesn't have his passive.
He has his passive actually. He didn't use it in the last fight because he used it at the tower, remember?
Oh, yes.
Let's see, he does have the passive up. The face is there smiling. Not on cooldown. Just to say. And here we see Volibear with completing the omens. It will help him out quite a bit.
To be honest, Jax needs to die now, very quickly. Remove your mouse.
Oh, sorry. Let's just take a look. He needs to die off, get the items, and get the item. Yeah, but here we see he's going to dive in. His proc already, but his ignite is on as well. He might be able to win this fight if the ignite goes on.
And whip goes
procking the kill, but here we see the trade goes into favor of Leon slightly just because of his passive hitting him up by that much right there.
No, but like I said, Jax needs to go back and 2 enough gunblades out.
Now with the extra life spell back, he'll definitely be able...
Or he'll be able to take on Volibear, no problem now. But at the expense of his inhibitor, so...
But I mean, for Jax, a super minion is like...
Nothing much.
What are you gonna do to me? Definitely. It's one of those bruisers who does a lot of damage over output, and against a super minion, it's like... Yeah, stop biting me. It's just a mosquito bite onto me. But here we see Yamamoto Leon trying to push as hard as he can because he knows that he needs to do it, but not gonna fall off because his health is not enough and take all the health packs, which is quite a good choice, I would have to say, definitely. Because if he did stay, DiscoNinja would have the advantage and be able to pick him off very easily. Right there.
I'm not sure about the Doran's Blade being bought though. But Negatron's Cloak as well being picked up on the...
He had the Novice Blade already at the early stage.
just repositioned.
I just repositioned, but I'm not so sure about the Negatron's Cloak. I believe he just wants to negate as much magic damage as he can from the Ironing Spark, as well as the ultimate from Volibear, as it is doing quite a bit of damage.
It does deal quite a bit of damage there, but
I mean,
truth be told, I don't think so. He should have gone for the Necron's Cloak. I think that money could be better spent into something else.
if he did get Water Meal, it would be better as well, overall, because the attack speed for Volibear...
Imagine if he just got a Thorn Meal.
Not that much damage, because Volibear has no damage. Not much damage.
Oh, Sheet Proc. Look at that Sheet Proc.
Yes, but both sides...
Oh my
Never mind.
gosh.
The damage output out there, just completing the gunblade with the spell map.
That was
Really?
insane.
That's what you gonna do to me, man?
That was it. I mean, DiscoNinja did not drop down to half.
Yes, definitely. This one is what makes Jack so great as a duelist, as a one-on-one fight. It's
Volibear gets Force of Nature.
possible for him to lose.
Gets Force of Nature, no Volibear. Will it help out? I don't.
At this stage, I would say no. He needs to get some damage in order to win DiscoNinja in terms of the trades. So he opted for the Ironing Spark, which is actually not damage overall in terms of a fight 1v1, because Witsend does better damage in terms of per hit. Yeah, and it gives the extra defense he needs. And Ironing Spark just gives the health. It does help with his bite, but overall, not in terms of not much in terms of damage when you fight against a bruiser. Unless you're Shen is a different story because he charges the attack speed, he gets the key strike up instantly, ready, extra magic damage. But for Volibear right now with his frenzy, it's only just
which would have been a better choice, like you mentioned.
17 seconds cooldown, and he has no cooldown reduction items like maybe a Frozen Heart, which would be much better in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he could get a Spirit Visage, and that could help him huge amounts. Simply, if it works so well with his passive, he has additional cooldowns there, he has some additional magic resist as well.
And here we see, it's going to be the GG for Yamamoto Leon right now again. The exhaust does go down, but against Jax, that timing, 1v1 fight is not going to be enough. The does go down as well. Gonna stop the shielding. Oh, see, yes, just like that, Jax saying, even with your summoners up, with everything ready, you have nothing on to me.
Yep. Seriously, if I was him, I would be selling off the Ironing Spark. Like, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it, but if he does sell it off, I don't think he will have. But he might have enough money to make the weed sign after that, but it's a bit too late.
To sell it for 1,470. He just bought a chain first, so he had 700 gold there, 2,100 Spirit Visage. Yeah.
Being a tanky bruiser, of course you need to have tankiness in order to do a lot of damage, but in terms of these one-on-one fights, it's definitely, you can see, it's not in your favor. You don't have that additional health.
He needs to sustain.
He
needs to sustain for Spirit Visage. And that's what he doesn't have, and it's... I mean, let's put it this way, he doesn't have a huge health pool either.
Definitely. Jax is actually about the same, I believe. 2,300, and here we see just by 2,599. The extra health just coming from the Ironing Spark and Rendering's Movement. Just bite a bit. But in terms of Jax has no items to use his health except for the one blade. Nope, Leon.
Gunblade being used on Volley.
It doesn't matter, it just can spam it actually. When he goes in for the trade to make the Volley stop down, because that replaces the Phage for a few seconds. Yeah. Which he couldn't get early because he could. Even he did get it, you don't win the trades overall. Again, DiscoNinja gonna just heal up and prepare for the next fight already. That it will be coming up very soon. We shall see. The goal difference is just slightly, just by a bit, because Volibear did have the earlier advantage. And also, he didn't get a GP5. Weird. Why? Who cares, man? Let's go see this 1-1 fight once again. here we see Yamamoto Leon trying to dodge as much hits as he can, but of course it's not going to be enough to slow the Fox, the Frenzy going off, the heal going off right here, trying to fight back as hard as he can, but nope, it's definitely no answer to Jack with his items this time.
It's quite weird that Yamamoto Leon decided to call GG well played already.
I would say in this 1v1 match, there's nothing much he can do.
Yeah, no, when somebody gets a snowball to this point, at
Max
then yeah.
and your itemization. Oh, the balloon's leaking, wow!
Really, Teddy.
Oh! The balloon is a troller!
Teddy,
Wow.
I'm still gonna kill you right now.
For those of you who do not know, the balloon just somehow burst in the head of Suno, and we are gonna clean up quite a bit, so I'll continue commentating while Suno goes to clean up. The Ziggs balloon finally burst after 2 weeks, I would have to say, and it burst on the user itself, the pool party Ziggs. So we cannot show you that scene, but you know, it's a fantastic overwhelming scene right there, and everything is wet on his side of the table. So I'm gonna continue talking about this game. Here we see once again the trick going on in one fight. Jax against Mpire. You can see Jax using his ultimate, boosting his armor and matching this to 189, and there's nothing much Mpire can do from this. And here with the Ignite, he goes down. And yeah, a lot of tissue paper being taken by Suno. And here's the first turret going down, the second one going down as well very quickly, and soon we follow the Nexus very quickly, no problem at all. And here with Mr. Rage Blade as well as passive proccing for Jax is 1.8 attack speed without completing a Trinity Box. That is almost 2 hits per second right there, and there goes GG. And here it says GGWP Paise, just now Pantheon, I follow wrong item. So by the way, Pseudo is just trying to make sure that nothing burns up in terms of the wiring and things like that, because we do have a lot of wires in this room, as well the water is just overwhelming. He's actually right in front of me, you all just can't see him. So right now we're gonna move into the score screen temporarily slightly, just to let you all see clearly on the items as well as the overall money gain. It's actually not that far away. So here we see in the end, there's a 700 gold difference right there, a few minions difference, the kills difference mainly to the large thing. But here we see Volibear going for a bit much more tanky but not enough damage. That's what cost him the game against Jax right here. And Suno is so mad at me, he just looks at me and shows that he wants to kill me soon after. So yeah, somehow leaking balloon became a bursting balloon. So right now, I have no idea what happened. See my hand leaking very slowly, and once you hold it, it bursts. I have no idea why. So yeah. So right now I'm gonna join. I believe the other game has been created as well. Let me take a look at it. So we're gonna move into the third game, which we did not expect. A lot of people thought that it would be in the favor. Oh whoops. This second game would be in the favor of Yamamoto Leon based on the itemization he bought. But this time it did come out a bit weird, because this time DiscoNinja, he did answer as well. He answered back with the correct items out there, and that's what led him to win the game. So right now I'm going to help Pseudo partially try to join the game with his red keyboard and mouse. Hopefully there won't be a problem. He will get short-circuited throughout the matches, and do see him trying to wipe his pants as much as possible. Huh? I'm trying to join the game for you. What am I doing? For your cleaning the table. So here, give us a moment where the look on Pseudo's face, priceless. Oops. I have no idea how that happened and how there was a random hole, because I don't have that sharp of fingernails. Yeah, but it's just a leak, a tiny hole, squirting a bit, and you make it burst. It wasn't me. Right, see? So you can't say it was my fault. Definitely not my fault. So here actually the game has begun, everything is prepared, so do not worry about it. We're going to move in quite shortly. Don't need to move in yet. Let's see the cleaners, clean up as much as you can with this water balloon, which you had so much fun with the pool party Ziggs last week. He's peeing, he peed on his pants.
Yeah, that's how wet my pants actually is, right?
And the balloon that burst was the larger one, not the mini one, so yeah, definitely.
Do not touch the mini one.
The producer has taken it away from me in the He's afraid that the thing will happen again right there. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this slight weird extra content we have for you guys. So yeah. Let's see. Hopefully you enjoy the pseudo cleaning up. No, as a cleaner, just not in his long hair. If it's long hair, it'll be much more favorable to watch, much more interesting to watch and see as well. So yeah. Okay, give us a moment. We should ask Singapore to send it down and you can wear it definitely one day. French made in Italy. Long hair. Not blonde hair, but long black hair. Definitely. Why did you get the cloth? And you dry it, suck water, and stuff, whatnot. Okay, so right now we're actually going to move into the champion selection this time, and here we see both players using jacks actually, and the producer is dreaming. Hello? Can we get into the champion selection screen? It's fine, that's this. Oh wait, we were on the screen. What am I talking about? Wow, I'm dreaming. Sorry, there was something blocking my something blocking my point of view on the screen on the other side of the producer side because it's not closing everything he should be closing. And so yeah.
He's just a bad person. He just can't focus.
No, I'm having too much fun watching you clean this table up using all the tissue paper, cleaning all the trees right there. Maokai is going to be so angry after this.
Yeah, with Zig's bomb, it's okay.
And here we see DiscoNinja. Once again, level 90 with his runes and... Oh, finally! Putting the last point somewhere.
He's gonna win this time!
Woo! One last game.
But he's gonna win like the novice tournament because he put the last point in.
And here we see Miami Leon with partially lacking a bit on the runes and mastery as well. But here we see, you're gonna use back the same mastery tree, going for a bit more armor, as well as the Summoner's Resolve, which is cooldown on barrier. So let's just see how this plays out.
The same t-shirt that you have.
Fly to Taiwan.
Aside Taiwan, is there anywhere else that you can possibly get it?
Currently, no. This is a special shirt from just a guy. He bought it when he went there together with the pro team to Taiwan.
At Cap Square, we can't get it there as well.
Oh,
it's not a Jinx.
This is by Garena Taiwan, by the way.
Oh, this is by Garena Taiwan. Okay.
Yes. So that's why it's so special, so special. You guys will not touch it. Nah, I'm just joking. It's actually this shirt is actually quite comfortable, but at the same time it comes at a high price. It's about, I think the conversion rate was about 80 ringgit since you guys are so interested in the shirt, and it's
about the same as a Jinx t-shirt. A Jinx t-shirt is 80 ringgit as well.
I think it's 80. I need to ask Just a Guy to confirm on that because he's the one that bought it for me. And yes, kudos to Just a Guy, the guy who travels everywhere the pro team and gets all the goodies. Anyway,
goodies for us.
Gets the goodies for us. So right now, focusing on this game, so let's go to see again against the barrier and ignite. The barrier and exhaust. We see that the ignite worked better for DiscoNinja the game because he was fighting against the body there right there. Here we're gonna see how well this plays off once again because it's Jax against Jax. You really want to slow down his overall damage instead of giving him true damage and ignite. So right now, the itemizations of these two jacks will determine who will be a top dog, who will come out on top, and whether we're going to see what Freedom says. It's going to be a leaping game and who counter-strikes first loses.
No, yeah, it's a game of chicken, and who starts who lands the stun first is going to lose.
Apparently, you should start auctioning your boobs. People want to buy your boobs because it looks so real.
Apparently so. See, this was a full roll, now it's no longer full, and there's still water all over the table.
See, it's so much more interesting to watch him clean the table. He doesn't need to say anything.
And yes, Freedom is saying that, like, yeah, he finds it funny you have to sit on a wet chair.
The chair is not that wet.
The chair's not that wet, my pants is just super wet, and
yeah,
we see my sauna vest here.
And by the way, see, his shirt says Mundo goes where he pleases, so he is going where he pleases, but just not happily because he's wet. Okay, that doesn't sound correct, because... Never mind. This is a doubt thing. Anyway. So right now, again, me soloing because, you know, my caster is wet. And we have to move the way. Oh, the paper is wet here as well. Try that slightly. For GPL stuff, not to try anything. I can't afford to pay back everything in this room because it's just so much more expensive. And here we see Pseudo pulling out his chair to be changed because it's wet. So right now, we are going to move into the game soon. and you can see he has a new chair. He has stripes. It's not fully black. It's a bad chair to take. See, the stripes are showing. Yes. Just mean your mundo doesn't mean you can do what you please. Especially bursting a water balloon. Okay, anyway, I think you guys did get to see that, so that was the most interesting thing that happened for me today. And if only I had the other balloon, it would be leaking, but yeah.
And we're going to game right now, guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move into the game, gonna see what these two kids buy out there. Whether it's gonna be the same item, the boots, the Mpire scepter, and the Duran's blade, or is it gonna be two Duran's blade and one?
How much of a mirror match is this going to be? Double Doran's boots and pot, so it looks like it's going to be the same. Will it be a vampiric scepter on the side of DiscoNinja? In fact, it is going to be a vampiric scepter, so that's going to be interesting. Vampiric scepter, so the trades are going to go off for the side of DiscoNinja a little bit earlier now, but no problem there. I don't know. Pretty much everybody's at 1-1 now, and it looks like it is confirmed. It is going to be a Jack skin that will be going on sale. Guys on the YouTube side and on the IRC side, let us know what Jack skin would you guys want to go on sale, since both of them are using the traditional Jacks. So we will choose an outside. So if you let us know what's going to happen, then yeah. Yeah, and the whole reason why it was cut off at the end, like they only saw 2 frames of water. They just saw like the and then our producer cut it off. Gosh.
Yeah, it was cut off, so we don't want to show you the looks of our faces, seeing that awkwardness of water splashing around. Yep. So definitely, let's cut that out, definitely. So here we see a trade going off already, and an early barrier being procced by DiscoNinja.
I think that was a misclick.
Yeah, of course he replies onto the chat, FK.
Fake A.
Yes, fake A. It means he missed. So here we see right now, with DiscoNinja without a barrier, is at a disadvantage whether Yamabe Leon is going to dive in like a boss just cause
No, I don't think so. That's going to happen anyhow.
Nope, just trading hits. Oh, yep, just trading up. So we're going to see how well DiscoNinja has bought the same items from the beginning of his matches.
Yeah,
from the Pantheon.
It's a very similar thing that he always has.
So let's just see how well this goes for him. As you can see, he is sustaining back the health quite a bit much more than YMB Leon right there. And there's nothing much he's doing. I'm not sure why he lost the early exchange and the minions are being pushed so far away. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, simply he started taking out more minions initially, so he was faster pushing that side.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna see these Jacks and the frog jumps. Whoever has the better lamppost will win.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, it looks like there is a disconnection. This is at the 3-minute mark, and nobody has actually died yet. So we're going to see what happens if what's going to happen to the marshals.
I believe DiscoNinja should return to his base, but wow. Where is give us a moment right there to find out what's happening on the side of the marshals. Apparently they did not notice that there was this disconnection out there. There might be a remake of the game or something's going off. So give us a moment. Pseudo, also known as Suna, just went to check out what's happening right there. Okay. So it's going to be a remake, I believe. They have been told. You can't type to all because the unexpected mode needs to be a call. Okay, so right now there's going to be a remake of the game somehow. YMB Leon got disconnected, and well, DiscoNinja is just free farming. He's at level 6 as you all can see. So we are going to try to deliver the news to him, as this does have a 3 minutes delay. So we did see this disconnection happen a bit late. So I'm not sure why the players have not contacted the marshals of any problem whatsoever. So yeah, I believe everything will be going off smoothly. So right now I'm just gonna leave this game for now, I believe. Give me a moment. And we're gonna see what happens for the third game for the day. As you can see, my Teemo heads are being a bit aroused, bending up once Pseudo's out here. So for you guys, for this hat, it's from my ears, so painful. This is from the World Championship Series in US. So one of the bosses from Granada did manage to go there and did bring us back a souvenir. And I believe we might have it soon in Malaysia, on the Malaysia side as well. Well, maybe not really the Malaysia side, but for Singapore and Malaysia side overall. So do not worry, we are preparing some goodies for you guys as well to be sold. I will have to say about that. So yep, give me a moment. The game has been rehosted and we'll be moving into it, the remake of it very soon. And as the marshals find out what happened to Yamabili on 90 right there. It was just a sudden disconnection, a bit late, a bit weird. So yeah. So right now, this room is getting a bit too hot after so much laughter and water spilling around. We need some aircon. I'm being too excited and feeling the heat in my body because Justin was wet. I purposely made that sound wrong so that just Steve will give a weird face, but yeah. Okay, so he just reconnected to his internet. He's back online and everything should be going off and going on smoothly. No problems at all. So yeah. So thank you guys for being patient with us for this problem. So that's why we do have the extra time and yeah. So today's games will be delayed quite a bit. So right now we're still on the Novice matches for those guys who just tuned in. So the intermediate matches will be delayed quite a bit because of this disconnection as well as and he's back in. I believe everything will be fine. So we're gonna start the game very soon. Oh wow, his laptop overheat and auto shut down.
The power of gaming.
The power of gaming. Let's see.
Like on Fania, exactly.
So right now we're gonna force Yamabili Leo to on the aircon as well as the fans on his room just blowing.
Put liquid nitrogen
Wow.
since it's DiscoNinja.
So wants to ruin the PC right there, wants to get a free win from this. So yeah, so right now we're gonna move into the game quite soon, I believe. I'm not sure what's happening on the side of the marshals. They seem to have left as well. It's a bit weird. So yeah. The trolls talk chat right there by all the players. A bit weird. Anyway, so moving on, I hope you guys are not bored. Maybe I should burst another balloon on this.
Oh no. No. We're
So-
not gonna do that now.
Interesting. The newest Nemesis Jax. Hello, can they see this post? Yes, we do see those posts. The guy who posted 4 minutes ago. Just that, well, I don't see it that much, but he sees it more because he has
Yeah,
more
but I've been recently distracted because of
water.
someone. It looks like I won't have actually time to go turn into my sauna outfit, so I don't think so that's gonna happen though. So once again, they're gonna go into game.
Same champion, same masteries, and same runes. So we're gonna double check everything to make sure it's fine. And there goes the Jax being locked in onto the purple side, and the blue team waiting for the Jax to be locked in as well. The masteries, the runes. The summoner spells. Wow, what are we talking about? And definitely the runes can't deviate that far because they do have only that few sets, and the mastery still
19. Yes.
Yes. Nothing went wrong there. Oops, I'm clicking on the champion. The wrong thing to click
Well,
on.
why don't I just show them the different skins that could possibly go on sale? So we have so many different Jack skins. What do you think is your best Jack skins?
Temple and Jaximus. I mean, Nemesis Jax is good, but it went on sale recently, so.
Yeah, people could
I'm
have.
not choosing the skin, so I don't think there'll be a resale so quickly. But we have to see right there, decisions will be made not by me. I'm just a lowly caster, together with my lowly co-casters, you know.
Who's wet now?
Bad. Really sorry, it'll be bad. Anyway, so we do see the masteries and the rules are all the same. So with the expected delay, once it's done, we'll move back into the game very quickly. No problem, that's all. So for those of you guys who like to see Jax using a fishing pole, using a spiked wood, a hockey stick, or hammer, or whatnot, well, let us know. Jax is, if you haven't read Jax lore, Jack's law is actually states that he was so overpowered that the League of Legends did not know what to do with him, so he had to
I'm gonna
choose.
give him his weapons.
Yes, choose the lamppost as a weapon.
Lamppost, a fishing rod, a wooden nail, or a hockey stick. Yeah.
And he's just using the lamppost, he strikes fear into his opponents. No, he's so overpowered that he had to be made underpowered. So if you did see Season 1, Jax was really seriously overpowered in terms of his dodging ability against
He could
boosters.
dodge the Nexus laser. I mean, the in-base laser, like he could dodge that, continuously dodge that. He could stay in the base there for like 10 minutes and not die.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. Oh, I'm being shown cutting some slack. Oh, this producer so evil. She continues slacking asleep.
Oh, but I don't know. I think Temple Jax looks really good, and I think Temple Jax is going to be pretty interesting if it does go on.
Yeah, we will see. So, and also, Jax being the legendary Grandmaster of Arms with only 2 arms. It's okay, that was a bad joke.
And he only has 3 fingers.
Yeah, actually, only has-
Unfortunately, for those of you who are wondering, Pax Jax will not go on sale. No.
yeah, PAX has, well, unless PAX comes to Malaysia or Singapore, then we might see it go on sale, definitely. Because PAX does have an agreement with Riot on the NA side and also EU side, so that's why all those skins are only released there and not elsewhere. So, go write a petition letter for Jax to come. Oh, sorry, for Jax.
For
PAX to come down to Malaysia and
Then
Singapore.
you can have Pax Severe, Pax Jax, Pax Twisted Fate, Pax Ramus. So there is 4, right?
PAX Suna.
If Riot makes a skin for me, I'll obviously request like 200 skins so I can give it away to you guys. It's not a code for it.
Suna with your face on it, right, in the game. Like, like League of Draven.
Like
League of
Draven.
Suna.
League of Suna. Oh, if only that would happen. You could see me at the Season 3 Grand Final casting out there as Suna in my Sona
Yeah,
costume.
everyone will be vomiting blood around the world. Poison to the eyes of the children out there. So now very quickly, we're going to move into the game very soon. So we're going to see how well this fights out. The items will be the same. I believe there will be no changes in the itemization as well, as the players are going to go on what they are most comfortable with. And Pseudo actually slacking from the jaw, looking through Facebook right there.
I'm looking for updates.
What kind of updates are you looking for?
If there's any interesting updates. Oh, apparently my 9gag post got like over 100.
Comments?
It's
Likes.
93. Yeah, 93 smiles.
I guess because you have big boobs, it looks real.
I think one of the top comments was interesting. Nice try, Bangkok.
Bangkok. So, so you're from Bangkok, right? I suppose.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
The trolls and the trolls in this game. So let's see how well this fight goes off. How well both Jax, when it's a mirror match, is really just how well you play your skills and optimization to it. In the early stages, it's really just how well you use your leap strike, your empower, and counter strike in trading hits and not getting that much hits back onto yourself. So let's see what happens. Because when the counter strike lands, the first one to cast it, you can just let it happen, but the other person casts it after you cast it. After their stun will still go off because they're still doing the animation and motion right there. So that's why most people say that whoever counter strikes first will lose.
Yeah. And we're going to go into game right now, so hopefully this will have no other issues between the players.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully no laptops will overheat or we'll have to disqualify
Which would be a little bit sad.
for not having a good laptop. Wow. That sounds quite bad, but
Yes, that sounds very bad in fact.
so yeah. So moving right in with the same items being bought up by both sides, right? The most comfortable items they have prepared for the 1v1 trades.
30 seconds.
So let's just see how well they do for both sides as we move into soon to see them fight in the middle of the scene out. Will be the same thing where YMB will be pushed back quite a bit because of the minions being taken off, or right now the advantage will go on to YMB where he pushes back DiscoNinja instead.
Okay.
So yeah. So
We're just waiting for the minions to come out now, and in this matchup,
Minions have spawned.
it's going to be pretty interesting to be honest.
interesting.
It's going to be interesting because what happened initially was that DiscoNinja had a slight advantage in the beginning, and they were pushing it away. And will that still happen again?
We will see. We shall see. Go, jump. Now's the time to jump. Leap strike, power. Nope, farm.
No.
Oh, wow. It misses that. Oh, you know, and they trade the same amount of hits right there. But DiscoNinja should have the side advantage in terms of overall damage because of its runes, I believe. So, yep. Not going to be much. It's just going to see two frogs jumping over. It's the counter strike being used by YMB Leon, and the leap strike being used, and hit and power leap strike used back, trading a lot of hits right there. And here's DiscoNinja going to opt to hit minions instead right there, use a pot right now.
Both of them, it looks like a super mirror match. People are asking where you can get a Teemo hat. You can only get a Teemo hat in North America.
Currently in North America, but soon to come maybe onto outside as well. So we shall see what happens from there. Yes, this is from the Riot Season 2 World Championship. Oh yeah, so someone brought it back for us. And for those of you guys, if you like my page, you do know that I have a special ship.
Oh,
Here's the
Ignite.
exhaust going up.
Ignite.
The advantage of the Ignite because the life is
Nice.
not enough.
I think it was good. DiscoNinja also waited for the very last moment to use his barrier. Instead, Yamal Leon chose to use his barrier initially. So that was a good job there.
Yeah.
Ninja Tabi being bought out, so a little bit more tanky now on the side of Yamabe Leon.
You will have this side advantage right now in trading hits, definitely. But in terms of leveling, we can see DiscoNinja is at level 5. It's in his advantage, but he's tried the suicide, but no, it's a bit too late. Here we see the counter strike of YMB Leon going to miss. And
Yeah, there was no leap. He didn't even try to leap to reach a minions to possibly deal the additional AoE damage to them.
saving the mana. When you play Jax, if you play aggressive, and you saw just now, they're trading hits so much that they just didn't have enough mana.
Oh, and once again, they're trading hits yet again.
Yes, but DiscoNinja is at level 6. He does have the extra magic damage right there. If the hits of trading hits does go off, it'll be in his favor because he just needs to do normal attacks. He has extra magic damage. But even if he runs out of the mana, it won't be a problem at all.
Yep. So at the end of things, as we are looking right now, DiscoNinja could possibly go in to make something happen. Yet again, his Ignite is 1/3 now on cooldown, so there's 2/3 remaining out there, but still the leap strike does go off. Both of them trying to do counter strike, but unfortunately not really working out in that way. Yamabe Leon focusing on farming, and DiscoNinja focusing actually on a little bit of harass now.
If he needs to focus on harass right now, as he doesn't have the item, better items from Ninja Tabi, he needs to poke him a bit more, Yamabe Leon a bit more before he reaches level 6 with the ultimate. See right there, this is what he is, just doing that damage overall. But very soon Yamabe will reach level 6 as well, and he's going to be able to dish out more damage in terms of trading because he just has the Ninja
And
Tabi.
also to receive more damage simply because he has the Ninja Tabi out there.
Definitely. But here we can see Leon being forced to fall back because he is 2-level, has 2-level gap right there, and he can't go close to the minions at all.
You're looking for the word is deficient. Never mind.
Efficient?
Deficient.
Why? What level was I looking for?
I thought you were trying to find for the word deficient, and true enough, that's what it is.
Oh? Wait, never mind. Okay, continue. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. There's just some weird things going on in our head right now. Okay. I should let you now continue.
I don't know. Should I change my GM pseudo to GM Suna?
No, please don't. Please don't give me nightmares every single day when I come to work.
Every day I come to work, it'd be like, "Good morning, Teddy." In my costume.
Oh, the horror. Here we see the frog jumps going, but it's not a good thing for Leon actually. As right now, it gets jumped in and a powering goes down, and here we see.
Powering strike.
Yup.
Of it.
And the advantage is on to the side of DiscoNinja already at level 9 and Leon at level 7. Wow. Leon after showing such a strong showing in the first game.
Yep. Deciding not to suicide and not to bother to take the tower, let the minions do that. I'd say it's a better choice because he now has quite a number of gold that he can actually go back and buy items with.
Yes,
he does have
2,250.
Right,
yes. And here we see Chainmail has been taken out by Yamabe Leon, trying to stay. Now he knows that he's losing a lot. And while the instant Greensu Rage Blade right there, the best pickup item for early Jax when you're owning.
Definitely.
Even though you don't have the Phage Frog to slow people down, but overall, just in terms of attack damage, damage per second, magic damage, it's all right there in the item, all in one. I would say it's one of the best items for Jax in terms of 1v1 phase, but definitely not in
Generally, if you're looking at all the items, in terms of goal efficiency, Guinsu Rage Blade at the 8th stack has the best goal efficiency out there.
Definitely. With all the boosts it gives out there, here we can see DiscoNinja definitely going to win this trade. The exhaust does not really matter that much.
Does go off.
And here we see
This is going to favor DiscoNinja.
Definitely. He has the level advantage, even though the exhaust did go off, will stop a bit right there from the damage, but it's definitely not enough, as he does have the additional Vampiric Scepter as
Yeah,
well.
Vampiric Scepter is the one that's also helping him in quite a number of amounts here. Aside that, now if we look at Warden's Mail is being brought up, so that will help out Yamaba Leon quite a bit.
In terms of taking the hits. But if he does not have the help of his minions, it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough, definitely. So, looks like the turret will not be taken down. That's just not enough, but it is brought down to half health, so if the next trade does go off, it's going to go into the favor, I think, of DiscoNinja still. The Warden's Mail will help, but not all that much.
Will help, because not only did he get physical damage, his reach break gives a lot of ability power as well. So from here we can see the base here right now 45 ability power. At the same time, every hit he does gets additional 6 and stacks up to 8 times. That's additional 48 total up to about 93. Is my maths correct?
Yes.
As well, the attack speed boost would be another 32% with additional right here, additional 8 times 6, 48 is almost about 100% boost right there of attack speed. Here we can see there's nothing much Leon can do. Look at that damage being pulled down, the max rage rate right there. It's just too much. Without any summon spells, there's nothing DiscoNinja, there's nothing Yamaba Leon
can do about it. It looks like the GG.
And there he goes, he says GG, no match too far. And will he surrender? Will he tell the marshals he surrenders so he can move on to intermediate and go home earlier?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm gonna go home earlier. I don't know about this. I mean, in terms of gold, it's only 900 a hit, but that 4 additional kills is a lot.
The main thing is just not on the kills, but because of the kills made the item happen.
Yeah.
To be more specific.
But also the itemization wise is going into the favor of DiscoNinja. He's being more aggressive. He bought aggressive items out there. Yamaba Leon decided to go for the more defensive route.
Losing out too much. Yeah, but as a Jax, if you go defensive against another Jax who has much more damage, it's not going to be enough, I would have to say. And here he's being caught out, being pushed away too far for his minions, and this will be another. Oh, never mind, he leap strikes away in the nick of time, and the Water Mirror does slow him off just enough so that DiscoNinja is unable to catch up. But here we see there's the gold. We can just see from the gold right here, 1,960. Well, he only has 400 plus just cause he's been pushed back so far all the time. Unable to get any kills, any CS. Not so good out there. And while the counter strike being prematurely popped, and here we see DiscoNinja
under the turret. Still taking the turret hit. So it's 3 hits right there.
He was uncertain. He wanted to dive or not, I would have to say. If he did dive, he should be able to get the kill because exhaust was still down and his barrier and Ignite is up.
I think he just wants to wait out again. They don't want to do anything too ridiculous.
So right now, this is a one-sided match where we see it's 4-0.
But it looks like DiscoNinja will be the champion, the solo king. The last man standing for the novice category, but nothing is made out in stone just yet. Anything can happen. If the shutdown comes up by Yamaba Leon onto DiscoNinja, it could go into his favor as well. But look at the damage.
You can see the damage going off. DiscoNinja is being a bit too aggressive here. He will lose definitely, as you mentioned, with the help of the minions.
Shutdown
happens.
Which is good that also it was the Vampiric Scepter that was bought that actually assisted out quite a bit. Now we do see that both of them have Ninja Tabis. I wonder what item will actually DiscoNinja decide to buy. It's going to be
more damage, just damage. What? Defense? No, defense sucks. You need more.
The best defense is great offense.
Yeah. And Leon here should actually try to suicide soon, as he thought he would lose out definitely more because of the overall item. But it's gonna be a bit too late. He's gonna try to take down a tower instead. I'm gonna see what Leon can do for this. Catching up on fighting, catching up on the
make it? No.
But he does get a minion.
It would have been great if he actually did manage to get a tower. He would get some sort of ground that he could possibly get, but
definitely the extra money as well. So here we see DiscoNinja once again just pushing and farming up like a boss, not afraid of any consequences on all the fights so far.
I think it's still pretty much in his favor, and
definitely, of course.
Leon definitely knows that's why he's just staying in his tower range. He can't do anything. He needs his minions, he needs his turrets to do something. To make something happen. So, yeah.
Just using the tower to his advantage, just waiting there and poking DiscoNinja whenever he can. So
11
yeah.
minutes into it, it is 4-1. Navambal does have full. Nice, using the minions area there to definitely assist him out there.
But without the exhaust, it's not going to be enough. The over damage output, and DiscoNinja will be able to dive in. But he doesn't have any slows right there. If he was managed to land a slow and the third skill will hit out, he'll definitely be in his favor of winning. And DiscoNinja going to opt to ignore the health pack when he could actually dive onto Jax and try to get it at the same time.
I think they're just worried when I don't want to overextend myself and end up with another kill because then he could possibly come back into the game. All the stunts going off there. Barrier does go off very, very quickly.
DiscoNinja does have the barrier, but he does not
Nice.
use it.
Very nice comeback there by Yamaba Leon.
I would say it's a misplay actually by DiscoNinja. He does not use the barrier when he was really up. I was like, please click on the barrier, please. But no, why are you throwing the game? I want to go home,
So
man.
it looks like it's going to be a back and forth game now, and Yamaba Leon is coming back in things now. DiscoNinja could be possibly going to make something happen here now. He should be able to get the turret. Depends on how fast he actually gets to clear off the creep wave.
Yeah, I believe he will be able to get it, no problem at all. Problem is that after he gets it, what is he going to
He
do?
should be focusing on the turret right now. Yep. What he's doing, and he will be able to get it no problem then go back.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And we do see the Bilgewater Cutlass coming out once again onto DiscoNinja. He's going for the same item build he got for against Volibear earlier just now today. So he finds it, it's going to be the best items he's going to get so far. He's just going to stick on and use it continuously. Let me help you with something.
Armor?
My arm is being stretched and so is my head.
Oh, it's fine.
And then you can adjust the...
Yeah, I know.
What you don't want? No? Okay, fine. I'll leave it back to you then. So we here see both of them at level 15 right now. After having like 2 to 3 levels advantage for DiscoNinja right now, his Yamaba Leon has managed to push advantage back into his favor, and he didn't give up fully. And here we see DiscoNinja going to miss the counter strike right there, a bit bad. But here does have the minion wave. He can focus and push onto the tower, and
Leaf strike once again. Now the minions are in the favor, but the turret is there as well. So this DiscoNinja is going to take a few hits out there. Now, basically, what's going to happen is that even though the Bilgewater Cutlass is there, it's not really going in all that much favor because let's put it this way: all the summoner spells are up on everybody out there. It's going to come down to who's being more aggressive, and DiscoNinja is being more aggressive. So when it comes down to things, DiscoNinja is making more and more mistakes.
yes, he's being
punished. Yeah.
I would have to say he didn't take the overall advantage back when he lost the first death right there.
I mean, even if you look at normal 5v5 games, this is what happens. A team becomes so dominant, they become complacent, they decide to become overly aggressive, and this is where they make mistakes, and this is how huge comebacks come around. So, this is one of the things that people need to be actually wary about. You have the advantage, yes. You want to take more advantage, but you can't be, buck crazy and go like, you know what, I'm king of the world and start killing off everybody. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yep, doesn't work that way, definitely. So
And DiscoNinja just now being a little bit more safe, so that's what he needs to do. But the lead strike does go off, the counter strike does go off at first. And this is a game of chicken, like what we said before. The first one to actually start the counter strike will be the one to actually start losing out in fights because the secondary stun will come off from the other Jax.
But after DiscoNinja landed his stun, he should have actually moved away, not leaf strike back into Yamaba Leon, because he leaf strike right into tower range just now.
Yeah.
Taking unnecessary hits, I would have to say. And here we see Yamaba Leon in the advantage actually right now, back in terms of the over health, and he knows that he has it in terms of the advantage right now. Being able to push DiscoNinja away, even though he has such a strong early advantage.
At the end of it, it looks like it's going to be at the 15-minute mark. It is still in the favor of DiscoNinja. However, in terms of optimization, they are literally playing a game of chicken. They don't want to do anything a little bit too crazy simply because it could spell doom for them at any one point now. So yeah.
So right now, DiscoNinja knows that he needs to stack up on his minion wave in order for him to push in. So actually taking just last hits right now, not being too aggressive, trying to push in all the way. So here we see DiscoNinja once again being aggressive once his turret, once his anti-turret truck cannon, whatever you like to call it, is out.
That was a very odd description you have there. But But okay, let's put it this way: Yamaba Leon is gaining some ground now. He is being a little bit more confident in about what he can do and what he cannot do.
Mhm.
However, the creep wave is in the favor of DiscoNinja now. But he is very close to his turret, so he can possibly go back there if need to.
Definitely. So we leap strike Empower? Nope.
I think DiscoNinja can make something happen here.
Nope.
I think
Nothing's
he
happening.
can. He does have the bush advantage. But if he's gonna let Yamaba Leon just farm up like this, it is not gonna be in his favor.
So right now it's a transition from a very aggressive game to a farm fest. I would have to say sadly, but yeah, that's what ES progressed to right now. Ugh.
They just don't want to make a mistake.
Mhm.
They're waiting for the other person to make a mistake on things, and I would say within the next 3 minutes, someone's going to make something happen, and then all of a sudden, once the goal starts building up, they start becoming ballsy again because they realize that, you know what, even though if I die, the person can't get all my turrets yet, I can go back and get items.
Yeah, definitely.
So they're going to become more ballsy in that sort of sense, but it's just going to wait out a little bit more till that point in the game actually happens.
Mhm. So here we see DiscoNinja. Last hitting minion cycle boss, waiting for his minion wave to actually stack up, I would have to say. And try to push back Yamaba Leon as much as possible, because if not, he cannot really push into the tower, because if you do try to take a tower underneath of a Jax, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Magic and physical both together. So it's something that you need to be wary of for both sides, even though DiscoNinja does have the more damage output overall, but Jax without AP still does, or without any much damage, really does a lot of magic damage with Mpire as well as his ultimate.
Oh, the counter strike does go off, the secondary one does go off as well. Oh, the stun does not actually.
Yes, this is what DiscoNinja needed to do. He needed to dodge the secondary stun when it comes out a bit too slow.
Yep.
And he's doing it, he's showing it, and now see, he is trading hits correctly and forcing Yamaba Leon to fall back. This is what he needs. He does have the damage advantage right there. And here, even though Leon does get the health pack, it's not going to heal him off all that much. And
There are many health packs on the map here that they can, both individually take. Just need to move back and see how much of distance is being taken.
Yeah.
This is just a game of counter striking right now.
Yes, and but right now it's in the favor of DiscoNinja as he did the correct move, just now dodging the second counter strike, so to speak, the one that was later casted by Yamaba Leon, and instead after diving back to do the extra damage is actually what he needs, because he does have the advantage in terms of overall damage. And right now, if he's able to kill Yamaba Leon, and when the tower is about half health, he might be able to bring the inhibitor as well moved in.
Yeah,
Dive the
if
laser.
that does happen, that could be possible. However, if DiscoNinja does die, Yamaba Leon can't actually do much. I think DiscoNinja should just try to make something happen.
He really should just try to trade as much hits as he can when Yamaba Leon is under the tower, so that he doesn't sustain the health back from hitting the minions, which is really what he needs to stop, because he needs to keep Yamaba Leon at a lower health range than him. So later on, he'll be able to dive the tower and get the kill with his barrier, ignite, and ultimate up. So let's just see how this works out. Is he gonna go in, or is he gonna be continuously a kill with chicken? Like right now, he should just leap strike and empower and leap strike, do some damage and fall back from tower range. Don't even need to use a counter strike.
That's what he should be doing. Yes, exactly what he should be doing. Both of them go at it. Continue fighting it out and see if one person the ignite goes off a little bit too quickly right there. But
It's okay. It's just what is
it's
needed
just to
right
bring
there.
him down. Oh
just
yes,
bring him
preventing him from taking the health pack as well. That's a good job there. So what's going to happen now is he can actually just go under the turret straight away and bring him down.
Here we see the
Barrier
barriers
does
being
go
off.
off.
The exhaust still has the exhaust being used as well, but his health is really too
Yes.
low. And
Nice.
DiscoNinja will get a kill, walk out of the tower range, farm up a bit, and take down the tower definitely. No problem at all. He does have another 30 seconds to do all of it, but
He doesn't have a minion wave though. He should be able to take out his minions and he should be able to take it out, no problem.
and in that fight he forgot to use his build cutlass actually.
I think he just was a little bit frantic because he was under the turret. He got exhausted. Trinity Force immediately brought up now by Yamaba Leon.
Red team's turret has
Not
been
sure the very best item there, but it is good damage.
Ninja
And it
needs to
doesn't have much
suicide in the
damage.
last 10 seconds, and yes, he will do it. Sorry for cutting you off.
No worries there. So in fact he is dying off and he's going to go back. I wonder what he's going to get. Frozen Heart immediately. Wow.
And a Hextech Gunblade.
And a Gunblade at the same time. That's a lot of money.
Yes, but yeah, and is still in DiscoNinja's favor.
Yeah, it's still in DiscoNinja's favor. I mean, the Gunblade there is a huge thing, and then we have Frozen Heart as well being brought up. So that's more mana, that is more health, more armor, and
At the same time,
also
slowing the
the
opponent's attack speed.
Yep.
And not only that, the most important thing, it gives a cooldown reduction. So if he does spam out the counter strike, he will have a faster cooldown and not need to worry so much. Here we see counter strike
Even
is
empowering.
at 9.95 seconds, and here we see it's at 7.7. 2 seconds faster is a lot in terms of all these skills, and power at 2.3 seconds, lead strike at 4.62. And ultimate is a much faster 61.6 seconds. It is a lot. It can be shown that it's
Oh, and here we go again. The trade goes off one by one. I don't think so Yamabel Leon can actually hold much in this.
Because in terms of overall sustain right now, and in terms of slowing down attack speed, both of them do have something unique. Now, Golden Mirror is a random proc, it needs to be hit in order for it to happen. But Frozen Heart does not need, and we see everything being tossed out right there, the gunplay being tossed out, the slows being tossed out, the damage being dished out, barrier being used, but no problem at all for DiscoNinja.
Barrier or DiscoNinja is down.
Yeah, but he doesn't need it. He does have the extra sustain. It's all right there.
Gunblade. He used Gunblade. That was all he needed.
Yes, he just needed the gunblade as well as the spell web. Or just look at that. Just one power hit, 100 and
111.
11. Or if it's together with his ultimate strike, it's still also about there, about 100 health. So much more damage being dealt. And he deals
go down, no problem.
400 or 350 damage with his Grand's Master Smite pass. Yep, like that. And Yamabel Leon only dealing out. Oh, wait. Oh, his body is there, so I have to go so far. 220 plus 27, 250, 100 damage difference out there.
Okay, so inhibitor is going down now, and DiscoNinja is going to start wailing on the tower. There's nothing much, to be honest, Yamabel Leon can do because the minions are already starting to wail on both different turrets, and with the super minions going to come in now in the secondary wave. So we do see the primary wave right here, and when secondary wave comes in, the super minions going to be there. What can DiscoNinja do? Nice! Lead strike to make sure he lands the stun out there, taking a few turrets.
His slow goes off, the inline goes off, being very aggressive.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, but he does not need to be too aggressive because
He just needs to bring him down and wait for the super minion to come in. Once super minion comes in, he is able to distract. Once he can just distract Leon out, the super minion will start doing his work on the towers. And
not only that, if you keep your opponent low in these 1v1 matches, there's nothing much you can do as he cannot go back to the fountain to
he
heal.
can't heal up as well. And he can't actually run out of base to go get a health back either.
As he's being pressured in right now, the super minions help.
So this is what's going to happen now. He's starting to work on the super
DiscoNinja
minion.
should actually just dive in.
DiscoNinja looks like he's going to bring him down entirely. The stun does go off, barrier does come up at the same time, and Yamabel Leon is still somewhat holding in. What in the world happened? A little bit perplexed as to what exactly happened there.
The exhaust was actually enough to stop him, DiscoNinja, from taking a lot of damage, I would have to say.
Perhaps, and it was both the turrets actually focusing him down, so perhaps it was a timing thing done out there. So I mean,
there's only one turret focusing him, he might be able to win that trade, but it was two.
it was two turrets focusing him out there, and he was already on 5 additional hits, so there's more damage, faster attack speed from the turrets. So yeah.
Here Leon trying to get back any advantage he can get, but nope, it's not going to be enough, even though he does have the damage. But here, with DiscoNinja dying once again, he does have 2,527, and still contemplating what he's going to buy. But no, he's actually going to charge up off to base. He's not going to sell his Zoran's blade to buy a Phage or maybe even a Zeal.
Perhaps he wants to buy. Perhaps he wants to. He's saving up his money to buy something and deciding that no, the only reason why he lost it was because at turret range, and he still can go up the Yamabel Leon and still kill him out, especially since he's still within the lane and not in the base fight.
Definitely, but still 2,200 not being used. But he still has an item stop where there's the Doran's blade.
He should just go get a Lich Bane
or Phage. Yeah. Either
or
item.
Trinity. Like, maybe saving up for a Trinity, that could be it.
Yeah, but then why don't you just sell the Doran for the Phage? That would be so much helpful. I mean,
Then think about it. In the whole split second of the moment, it's like, I need to go out now. I need to go out very quickly to make sure that, they don't do anything a little bit too aggressive. But DiscoNinja had a taste of the two turrets. He looks like he's not going to go back in.
He'll opt to be more safe this time.
Yeah, he definitely had to be a little bit more safe now. And
He's dancing around.
the super minion, like you said, like compared to Jack, the super minion can't do very much to Jack. Deep strikes, counter strikes, all does go off. Oh my, it's gonna be another standstill, to be honest.
Well, it's a mirror match. What do you expect? I would have to say all the things. You see the Omen proking, slowing DiscoNinja down by a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see actually what happens at the end of things. gunblade being thrown out.
Just DiscoNinja just trying to throw as much damage as it can, I believe.
Yep. Because he simply just cannot take the turret hit. He doesn't actually have all that much of an attack damage unless he uses his ultimate up. Oh, but look at it, the range minion slowly poking away.
And just now as Yamabe Leon was hitting onto the super minion, I believe that DiscoNinja should have dived onto him because the super minion is just there for him to heal up.
Yeah.
So you cannot let him freely heal up like just like that. It's not helpful. As you can see, he tried to destroy as much damage, but here Yamabe Leon just hitting, and sustaining back the life very easy right there. And here we can see the gold right there. Yamabe Leon has just stacked up 2,500, while DiscoNinja has 3,000 plus, but nothing much is going to happen here yet.
What's going to happen is that inhibitor's going to come up shortly, and once that happens, oh my.
If that happens, if Yamabe Leon is forced to be too aggressive, it will be his downfall, I believe, definitely.
Oh, I don't know about this. The lead strike does go in, but nothing much is connecting at this point in time.
But that was what he needed. He just needed to stop Jax from hitting onto the super minion for a while to reduce the overall HP regeneration.
Yep.
Yeah.
This exactly that was what was needed.
So definitely this one DiscoNinja is doing a good job figuring out what he needs to do in order to stop Yamabe Leon. Going quite good at it. Here he's gonna ignore Leon as he hits onto the slow minion instead focus onto inhibitor turret, which is why it's here we see Leon is the one that's gonna initiate and jump in far away from his minions as well as turret. But this will be the advantage of DiscoNinja right now, as this fight is something that he needs and Leon doesn't have the help of his tower and anything. Does proc his ultimate, he's not as tanky as DiscoNinja, as DiscoNinja does have the additional things. And here we see the cooldown going down from the Frozen Heart, helping him up so much more. There's a counter strike being raided over from Yamabe Leon, and Leon misses the omen because he was afraid he was going to die. And DiscoNinja might dive in. And here, this is the ending, I believe. If DiscoNinja does it well, he will be able to kill off Leon and definitely end the game. Here we see the counter strike going off on both sides, and DiscoNinja being hit, and with the help of it, DiscoNinja does take down Yamabe Leon. And here, this is it. This is the end right here, right now. In 40 seconds, DiscoNinja and Jax will definitely be able to take down both in turrets as well as the hit dancers. No problem at all. As with the attack speed, extra boost, it's just overwhelming.
The typo, but congratulations, DiscoNinja. You are the last man standing for the novice side of things. Wonderful Nexus explosion right there. Congratulations, confetti in the air for you. And we'll be choosing a Jack skin as one of the first skins to actually go up on sale. So congratulations. A little bit of a sneak peek for those of y'all who are watching, and to DiscoNinja, if you are watching on this, is that there will be something special for you that nobody else has ever had before.
And we're not going to go into the score screen for this match, and this drag out a bit long. We're going to move into the next game to make sure everything moves on quickly and as fast as possible. Apparently no one wants to invite you because you're not famous enough, so I think I can laugh at you. So go search for the game like a boss.
Will do.
This time the host is Shin is wicked.
Shin is wicked.
Yeah. S. There, scroll down.
Oh, there's no what, no.
It's nice. Okay, so here the game will begin. We're gonna start
So
this
this
as
is going
fast
to
as
go
possible.
immediately into the intermediate side of things. I know we got a little bit dragged out, so yeah, this is going to be the intermediate side of it straight away.
Let's see Jace finally, maybe.
Finally.
And the intermediate is actually from level 20 to 29. But as you can see, both these players are already at level 30.
Because upon at registration, we checked that they were below level 29. And of course, because they have been playing so many matches before this to go up there, they naturally went on to level 30. So yeah.
Oh wow, the host forgot to kick a random spectator to enter the room, but it's fine, I suppose. We don't notice. So here we see we're gonna move into the champion session screen very quickly and gonna see something interesting. I would say very cool.
Huyenthoaidiana.
It's gonna be random.
It would be hilarious if all of a sudden he random and he like locks in and be like, oh.
Accidentally.
Makes it happen. A Kale would be interesting though. Looks like Kha'Zix's Jace. Jace possibly for the side of shinniswicked.
Okay, let's just take a look at the match history. For the custom game, we do see a Vayne being picked up. Well, wow, he's been playing lots and lots of rank games. The other custom game he got was a Jace. Right here, I would say, for the proving grounds. Maybe the training he had, or the games he had before this, just a bit of warm up. You can hear see 806, most probably against what? Because it doesn't even go back to buy anything.
That could be very much
Or
it.
just a trading.
But if you actually look now, it looks like they're pretty much set on their champions, and they have not locked in yet though. But
So let's just take a look at Huyenthoaidiana, and here we see. Oh wow, all these players after getting level 30 have been playing quite a bit of ranked games
I
apparently.
mean, they're pretty excited to go start playing ranked games. After all, the ending of the season is coming very soon, so
Definitely.
they want to go out there. So 3, 2, 1, 0. It is going to be Kha'Zix versus Ezreal. What do you think?
In the favor of Ezreal.
Really?
Yeah. But the cleanse will be. The cleanse is not needed.
Yeah.
Because Kha'Zix needs to catch Ezreal alone. And in this map, as
It's-
long as
it's very
Ezreal stays in the
difficult,
correct
yeah.
range of the
Off the
minions,
minions, it's not going to
you'll be fine. Yeah. Even if Kha'Zix does leap in, Ezreal can do a Mystic Shot, excellent flux first. Only use his third skill to dodge away.
Okay, guys out there, for in case you do not know that, actually we are actually 1 hour behind schedule. This
Mhm.
game will start 1 hour ago, and to help increase to speed up the process, so we're looking at one game of the intermediate,
Mhm.
and after this we're going to watch the second game of the advanced category. So at this same time now we are the first game of the advanced category is going up. Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that we are deciding to see if that is the deciding match of that, and I think many people actually want to see the advanced
Yes.
categories match up there.
Yeah.
And
So let's just take a look at the runes and masteries.
Yep.
Kha'Zix. And here we see 15 flat damage, 30 armor, magic resist at level 18 per level.
pretty
More
standard.
pretty standard. And here we see definitely going for more offensive as Kha'Zix.
2190.
190.
Okay, that makes sense. On the side of Ezreal, now we just have a quick look and see.
921.
Oh, that would be interesting.
And here we see on the runes we have movement speed 1.5%, 30 physical damage, and flat armor and flat magic resist right there.
And for masteries,
random move speed right there. And for the masteries, it's gonna be 2109. Just standard to
why-
mana regeneration.
yeah, but why the increased buff duration
Why? Because you heal more of the health packs in my dreams.
in your dreams? Actually, just go back to this guy's profile, the main page of it. Solo duo Q 1.648. Wow.
Oh, he's been playing vigorously, I would have to say. So many games played in rank. Wow, these players are like hard
The moment they
core.
got that, they just decided to go all at it. Yeah, that's what happened.
So this is gonna be interesting to see. Let's just take a look at Shine is wicked. Whether he has a 1-2-8-5. He hasn't played as much games as his opponent, but still quite a few games being played out there. And Wukong 100% win rate, Vayne with 80% not bad, Grace with 33% bit off. So overall doing quite well, I would say, in the rank matches. Yeah. So this will be a Kha'Zix against Ezreal. In terms of overall burst damage, definitely on the favor of Kha'Zix, but Kha'Zix really do need to get close and needs Ezreal to be alone in order to deal that extra,
He
so
needs to-
much
He needs
extra
to
damage.
match his W, which clears creep waves relatively quickly, so that
Mhm.
Ezreal can be alone.
As well as the sustain gives to him if it's in the middle of the explosion when it does happen. So it'll be interesting to see how well Kha'Zix plays this out, because Ezreal's poke is just so hard to deal with. He might not be able to win all bruises alone, but definitely if it's a squishy bruiser, I would say that it's in the favor of Ezreal, so to speak. So yes, let's just see how well these players play with those champions. This is the main it's the main thing of these matches. 1v1, no matter how broken a champion you use or have chose, it definitely depends more sometimes more or less on the player. The style is being played, what they buy, what is needed in order for them to win. So yeah, so we're gonna move into the first game of the intermediate match very quickly, and it's going to be very exciting with Flash and well, barrier being taken out, something that Kha'Zix does need in terms of for this map, for
Yep.
Flash into range, if it even Ezreal does dodge. But Flash and Cleanse being taken out on the side of Ezreal.
I don't quite agree
Did
with
he
that.
change the exhaust in the last second? Let me take a look.
No, in fact it was cleanse.
I thought I saw a change. See his exhaust.
Oh, it was. Oh,
Yeah,
so-
it was like maybe the last few seconds because you're too busy playing with the profiles, we did not notice it. But yeah, it was really we changed the exhaust, and this is definitely
this is
Ezreal's
better,
favor.
yeah.
One Kha'Zix dives in, just exhausting him and just dishing out all the damage with the attack speed buff and the attack speed debuff from your skills.
Yep.
There's nothing much Kha'Zix.
So we're gonna go into game
hits.
right now. We're not gonna waste any more time, and we're gonna see Ezreal versus Kha'Zix in the first game. Let's go. So the itemization wise, Chalice of Harmony, Kha'Zix straight away being taken up. He wants to spam. At the same time, we also see the very same items brought up by Ezreal, Chalice of Harmony. Wow. Just wow.
30 seconds.
We talked
until
about this
minions
earlier,
spawn.
in the sense of Pantheon getting Chalice of Harmony, and you did mention that actually getting Tear of Goddess was actually slightly better, but here they just want to spam it out. Wow.
Well, I mean, the Chairs of Harmony does help Kha'Zix a bit in terms of the extra magic resist.
Yeah.
But for Ezreal,
Don't think so.
I'm a bit skeptical.
I am skeptical. Oh, the first Mystic Shot does go off.
And it goes too fast. 200 HP gone.
Minions have
Or
spawned.
about 200 HP gone. And he after and wow, that
That's all the
Ezreal
shoutouts.
just proccing the barrier if you don't notice just now. Accidentally.
See that?
So the minions have spawned out. Ezreal is using the bush to his favor. Gonna poke Shine is wicked or Shin is wicked, however it's pronounced, away as much as possible as you can.
Oh, again the Mystic Shot connects. What's happening? Yeah, apparently Ezreal has his attunement for Mystic Shots. Every single Mystic Shot seems to be landing. And guys entirely switch out his.
Kha'Zix.
Oh, yep, sorry. Kha'Zix actually switched out. He's not even able to get any sort of farm or using his W. What's it called?
Missile Barrage.
Yeah,
No,
it's not a Mystic.
it's called Void Spike. I was thinking about the skin.
The Mecha skin.
Mecha skin.
Okay.
I would say the Missile Barrage would be a fitting name for that.
Mhm.
So you see, everything is in the favor of Ezreal right now. Kha'Zix is being forced to hide into the brush as much as possible while Diana. Oh, sorry, why Diana? Because the name is Diana. Huyenthoaidiana, but while Ezreal just continuously pokes and farm up the CS very easy right there. And you can see he's taking about a considerable amount of CS grip, and Kha'Zix is trying his best to reduce it as much as possible. But in my opinion, right now, Ezreal should actually just jump into the brush and fight him one-on-one because he is actually quite close to the brush just now. And should definitely try to poke him back as much as he can as possible. And here we see we're going to straight away reach the tower very quickly right there, and Ezreal is just going to continuously poke onto Wicked right there with his Q and W with no problems at all, and slowly moving onto the tower. Nope, the tower just aggro him a bit because oh wow, missing a missing shot. He doesn't miss missing shots onto champions but miss it on the minions.
And look at this, the turret immediately being focused down now. I don't know about Kha'Zix. Oh, the jump does go off. But immediately Mystic Shot lands again. So, wow. That is quite interesting. To actually see how fast actually things are moving up for Ezreal. He's entirely zoning out. Kha'Zix can't do much at all. And once again, the minions are continually being denied. 24 to 11, that's a lot of difference very early on here.
See, that's why Ezreal is getting nerfed in the upcoming patches, because he's just doing so well as an AD carry, as well as he can win out quite a bit of matchups against bruisers as well, in my opinion. His overall utility, buff, debuff, and everything overall just makes him perfect overall for the team and himself. So here we see Shine is wicked. Already at level 6. Did he upgrade his blades yet? No, but he actually upgrades a Void Spike as you mentioned. So he knows that he needs to push the minions as far as he can, ensure his Ezreal has farm up as much as possible. But this is not turning out so well as soon, like, oh wow, actually it's going out quite well. The white spikes right there being proc, being shot out so quickly and efficiently right there with a very fast cooldown because he did choose to max it first. So yeah, it's definitely moving into his favor. He's going to move back slightly into his favor in terms of his tower will not get poked off so easily. But here we see the health being taken right there by Diana. And wow, the white spikes just doing a lot of damage right now at level 4, pushing up 900, well, plus 20, so about 215 damage overall onto the minions, and especially on the range minions, that's a lot of damage. And here we see Kha'Zix being very aggressive, just slipping into position already right there, as he does have enough levels right there, just trying to push out Ezreal as much as possible, but nope, it's not going to be enough at all. Ezreal misses his ultimate right there. It takes a few hits from the white spike, which is why he does not need. He doesn't need to take that much damage because in order to win these fights, he needs to make sure his health is high up. If Kha'Zix just
void spikes are hitting out there, this is exactly what Kha'Zix wants. He wants to be able to be poking out there. So I mean that does a good job in terms of Kha'Zix. He's staying at the back. He's jumping in whenever he can, and look at the amount of damage he's being dealt. You know, the jump offs.
yeah, but he does not max his Q, so it's not Ezreal as his alone. His Q does not do that much damage for Kha'Zix, which is still fine for Ezreal right there for right now in this stage. So it will come back once again to how well the itemization is being brought out by both sides.
Yeah.
As Ezreal is winning in the early pokes, you can see he does have a 600 gold lead just from farming overall CS right there, just free poking, free farming, while Kha'Zix is a bit late and slow in terms of responding to that, because that's just how the champion is. Here we see
Once again, the jump does go.
the void spike missing.
Yeah, simply because the essence flux was on the other direction.
So here see Shine is going to try to dive in maybe.
No, I don't think so. That's actually going to happen.
So what do you think of the items that they're going to get from both sides?
I don't know, to be honest. Unseen threat will come off. Yes, he is isolated away from things, but he's unable to do things. Oh, nice. Landing again, void spikes.
Void spike just doing out the actual damage right there for the overall what Kha'Zix needs. And here he's going to both of them falling back to the health pack, healing up, but still nothing exciting yet to be seen. It's going to be a farm fest, and Ezreal has to try to poke out Kha'Zix as much as he can. So right here we see the voice spikes being fused out at the melee range. That's what really Kha'Zix wants as well. So can slowly queue up, sustain, does help him out quite a bit. And Ezreal right now has no response to this because Ezreal as an AD carry, even though he does have a good pokes, he does need more items in order to fulfill his range. I mean, fulfill the damage for him to output. And Kha'Zix as a bruiser doesn't need that much items, so to speak, in order to deal a lot of damage. I wonder whether anyone will pick up Vayne for the advance later on.
Possibly, I don't know. It'll be interesting to actually see out there.
So here we see the pokes going on both fairly about the same, but just by one void spike right there. Just the difference right there. And here Shine is
Bad scratching.
Yeah, very scratching because Ezreal's ultimate actually does very little damage if you're not AP based or you don't have a lot of damage stacked up overall. And against bruisers, it's like you're scratching. Mainly, especially with the extra Chalice of Harmony, it's helping out quite a bit in reducing the damage from the ultimate.
Yep.
So we finally saw.
What do you think is Kha'Zix secondary evolution going to be? Do you think it's going to be the jump or the Q?
No, he does not need to upgrade the jump as much because he did take out Flash. And if Ezreal is to
Could be the
farm,
range that he wants to reach.
no, but you see right now, if they're farming right there, just by jumping, he'll reach Ezreal.
True.
And then if Ezreal does use his ability, does dodge away with his ability,
His essence flux.
arcane
Shift or one of my
then because Shine's weaker can just Flash.
So it's going to be camouflage back.
Yeah, camouflage will be a better pick because even though if you get the oracles later on, when you're invisible, even though you get hit by those mystic shots, whatever, you're still more tanky. That's reduced. Yeah, and then you can really juke your opponent by just hiding the brush and suddenly appear, and you do get to proc the unseen predator much more, slowing down the opponent champions, which is quite well. And you see that Shine is weaker. Actually has a very good understanding of the champion, using it to the fullest. A lot of players, they do not know they do it wrongly because they think they need to win the fights all out 1v1. They max the Q first, the blades. But then
that way.
it doesn't work that way, definitely. Yeah, and a good jungle Kha'Zix, you need to decide whether you want to do more damage dealt or you need to help the overall CC, the voice fight, everything, upgrading that instead. So yeah, definitely very well played by Shine or Shin is wicked. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry.
It's Shin, there's no E behind the Ein.
No, but I mean there's no E, but that doesn't mean it's Shin directly because it's like N. You know how some
Shin.
you know how some names are pronounced differently based on certain typings or maybe can be based on some other language. So yeah. Oh, so here's the leap going in as you're going to try to poke out, but no, not enough damage. And here we see the Unseen Predator going to charge right in the tower. He can do it because he does have the ultimate. Here the exhaust goes off, and here we see the trades going off. And Shin or Shine,
Shine Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix just wins the trade because when he runs back to the minion wave, he uses the voice spike and heals up the damage being taken. And while I don't expect this to play out so much in favor of Kha'Zix, but more in favor of Ezreal, but Kha'Zix is doing a good job in controlling his overall skills and knowing when to dive in, not just simply diving in like a boss. Definitely doing a good job.
We can see the difference between the novice to intermediate now. The very much difference. You know, the champion and the consultant can be, oh, look at that damage.
Yes.
Wow.
But it's not going to be enough yet as his Q is at level 4 now to 5. It was at level 5. Oh wow, the flash in voice spike for the
amazing.
First amazing play right there. No one would have guessed that would be happening at all. I did not expect that to happen as well. The Shine Wicked just totally took advantage of the fact that Ezreal was a bit low and moving back and flash and voice spike like this. Didn't give me a
Now
chance.
Trinity Force being brought up by Ezreal.
Yes. But will it be enough? That is the question against this Kha'Zix right now. So we see Kha'Zix has gone back. He does have 4.8k as well. Buying up the Ninja Tabi very quickly into a Brutalizer, into a Sanguine.
Wow.
Blade. Instantly just going for pure damage out
there.
there.
With the Sanguine Blade being bought, Trinity Force loses out. In terms of continuous damage, lost out right there.
You know, a lot of people stopped buying Trinity Force for Corki and Ezreal. Some lately because
going straight away to Bloodthirsters. People wonder immediate damage because Trinity Force, as much as it's more utility, it's inconsistent.
And at the same time, I would say that the only thing you actually need for Trinity Force, the main thing, is a Phage proc effect.
Yes.
So a lot of players right now either choose to buy a Phage into Bloodthirster, definitely, or they just go straight to Bloodthirster, depending on the matchup or what is needed of the item build. Trinity Force is still a good, overall strong item, but in terms of this 1v1 fight right now, really not wise. As you can see, the damage exchange right now. Trinity Force is like,
nope, nothing.
Yeah.
Especially with the extra life steal that comes from Sanguine Blade. Oh wow. Ezreal's gonna have a tough time.
Ezreal's gonna have a very tough time right now. He does have a bit of sustain from the Vampire Scepter, but is it going to be enough? So let's see. The pokes off. Ezreal, you should have.
He does a great job.
Good job by Kha'Zix actually. And now Ezreal. No!
Oh my, no. Secondary kill. Darius still up.
Oh, if only he could land a Phage right there, it would be so much. Ezreal would definitely be able to land a kill, definitely. Because I believe all the skills of Kha'Zix were just on cooldown because he had used it. And here you see he's slowly healing up just by spamming those void lights right there. No forward at all. Yes, but still in terms of poking, it's still an advantage. The Phage proc is a bit too late. You know, sometimes when you play Trinity Force, it's like betting. The Phage doesn't proc, you're like, it's useless. But once it procs, it's like you can continuously poke down anyone if they don't have a very good closing skill.
And just to update you guys, from the advanced game 1 has just been completed. Empire Emperor won against Kra, and Empire
crushing Vayne.
Yeah, with Jace crushing Vayne, so it was Empire Emperor that used Jace against Kra, who used Vayne out there. So your prediction was right. It looks like on the advanced side, Vayne was being used.
And so is Jace.
And so was Jace, so yeah.
Definitely. Here we see
look at the dancing right there.
Actually, I just realized he actually bought the pot to reduce his cooldown. Excellent, brilliance.
Yeah, he bought it when he actually came out there, so yeah.
Yeah, but why?
I'm not sure exactly why he wanted to do that. Perhaps he wanted
maybe he wants
magic damage, more AP.
Not more AP, but more
nice.
skill. He's still skilled to cool down faster, so he can dodge much faster. And here we see the Trinity Force just doing the damage he needs, but Phage once again did not proc. No, when I play Ezreal, I'm like,
Please rock.
Please rock. Give me 3 kills, but it doesn't put. I'm like, why Trinity Force? Why are you doing so many? Then when enemy shoots me once, I'm like, I get propped. I'm like, yeah, how's this fair? Definitely. And with the upcoming nerfs coming on the Trinity Force, the slow, not so effective.
Yeah.
I wonder how it will change the meta as well as items, as well as Ezreal being
People
nerfed.
stop buying Trinity Force and they will actually sort of do whole lot. Just some people like stop buying Atma's Impaler.
But for bruisers, definitely no problem. Bruisers still can use Trinity Force because
It's more utility wise for that. It's not main damage.
so being forced to fall back far away from his minion wave needed. Not at all.
Not at all.
The field was so painful. All Ezreal need to do is just move. It's a siege minion definitely.
Oh,
here.
nice. Still actually landing with his minions because the moment he moves away, Kha'Zix has the advantage. You need more armor rather than anything else.
As well.
Yeah.
So here you can see Ezreal gonna push out as far as he can before Kha'Zix spawns out. Here we see Yomu goes Blade being taken instantly. So now Ezreal is gonna be in a lot of pain. Not only does he have
be ridiculous.
does have the ability to be invisible and walk faster with Yomu goes Blade. Ezreal is not gonna be unable to run away. You know, here we see Ezreal gonna try to. Oh, I thought you're gonna. I thought I was gonna tank the tower and die, take the tower and go back to base, but no.
Oh, that's not gonna be it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
He does take down the tower as well.
Yeah, I mean the tower was pretty low on the other hand. Yeah,
I mean, I would have chosen to break the tower and try to suicide, but maybe, you know, Kha'Zix might come out in time, you never know. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yes, look at that damage. Non-existent damage almost.
Really stop tickling me! And instantly healing that up with Void Strike. The Void Strike instantly taking out the melee and the ranged minions. That's how much of damage is currently being dealt out there. Pickaxe as well with Longsword being used.
Last Whisper coming out, not really needed, I would say.
I think I just think he wants to instantly burst down Ezreal, like with the additional, you know, armor shredding effects.
Let's do a calculation.
Okay.
Okay, let's see a kill go off actually. Nope. Okay, let's see Yomu right now grants let's see 20 armor penetration.
Okay.
Right? So here in terms of let's see the stats. Oh sorry, let's see stats very quickly here. He does have an additional where is it? Armor penetration here, 10%, because he hasn't completed the last whispers. And even if you get last whispers, it's just 40%, extra 30%.
Yeah.
But however, the calculations wise, you see 26 going off first. So right now, okay, then I see the kill goes out. Wow, instantly getting the kill right there. So much damage being offered by Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix doing a good job, more fantastic than I would hope for actually. I thought Ezreal would win this matchup. So here we see, let's just check onto Ezreal's stats. Doesn't let me do so much things happening. So here you see Ezreal, right now he does complete the omens.
Yep.
Just now without the omens, without the extra 50 armor, he was only at about like 84 armor. So with 26 being taken down first initially from Yomu and plus the mastery,
58.
58, 10%, additional 5, so it's like 51. So if you just count the 58 and the last whispers, another 40%, we make it down to 30. And it's just about addition 20 more. But in terms of you getting more damage, you can actually just counter react that at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, this is the math behind things and to see whether it's actually worth it or not to get the armor shredding effects of things now. Oh, look at that Void Spike being thrown up there.
Sure, there's nothing.
Wow.
There's nothing much Ezreal can do. Right now, he forced
Barrier
from the
force goes up.
Nothing much. Here we see the last on. Oh, wow. Yes, now he has a chance. The Phage is proccing. Come on, Phage, save the Ezreal. No, the flash goes in right there. That's why the flash was taken by Kha'Zix.
Just enough to bait him out.
Yes, just enough to bait him out. And flash just let him face up here. Instantly killing Kha'Zix right there.
And this is what Kha'Zix is all about. Kha'Zix is all about assassinating, catching people out where they think they feel confident enough, and then, you know, guess what? Surprise! With armor reduction calculated in.
Definitely. So, yeah, this is something that Ezreal has no answer to right now, I would have to say.
In fact, he's buying pots to try to keep himself in this game, but I don't know. I don't think so he can.
In terms of the early aggression, I think, you know, Ezreal should just went for maybe a double Dorans and try to poke out Kha'Zix as much as possible and break the towers. Like, make sure that maybe the first kill does not need to happen, but make sure he's much more fatter, much more farmed up before he dies and Kha'Zix dies, so that it'll be in his advantage. But here we see that Kha'Zix is totally taking control of the game already.
Yes, people are asking, is the Jack scene confirmed they're going to be going up? Yes, the first game, the first category, the Novice category, there is going to be a Jack scene that's going up there. And for the second scene, we are unsure, and for the third scene as well, we are waiting for the games to be done with before we see what's going to happen. The turret's actually at half health. Kazik could have gone in and had a few swipes at the turret.
But no, he's gonna instead play safe. Gonna wait for everything to be ready before it dives in, especially the barrier.
I simply think that he's going to go in with this wave. I think he definitely can go for it. No problem there. Missing the void spikes there though. But not to worry. I mean, he is in a very dominant position, and unlike Jax, Ezreal cannot bring down the super minion super quickly.
I mean, he just needs to poke. I would have to say.
Little bit by little bit.
Little bit by little bit, but still able to handle it quite well. But let's just see now. Kha'Zix, what are you going to show us? Some fantastic play once again.
So far, this Kha'Zix has been very impressive.
I would say yes, definitely doing a good job. And here, one of the things when you fight against Bruiser, maybe for Ezreal, I would say, you should really get a Phage and then move on directly to maybe a Black Cleaver instead. Possibly. You need to shred off their armor and do as much damage. As you can see, Kha'Zix is not tanky at all. It's just pure damage.
What I do think that's quite interesting is that Kha'Zix is just allowing Ezreal to farm, which I don't think so is actually good whatsoever. Like, he's clearing off the creep waves and then he's just allowing the super minions to be taken apart by Ezreal. So Ezreal is getting the goal, Ezreal is getting the experience, so I don't think he actually should be doing that at all.
I mean, it's come to the point where we're both level 18 and Kha'Zix is just waiting for the opportune. Sorry. It's opportune.
Sorry, what?
Opportunity. Isn't that another word? Yeah, opportune moment. Yeah. Right. Can't pronounce that. Opportune moment where his splash is ready and he can do the same thing which he did just now earlier. Just trying to bait the Ezreal out.
So yeah, once again, we do see that Ezreal here is able to take away some things. People are saying that hopefully there's a Vayne skin sales. We shall see if somebody ends up using a Vayne for the deciding match. I don't know. Oh, Kha'Zix. Make something happen.
Nope, he's just waiting.
He's allowing people to farm, so I don't know. I don't like that.
I mean, it's fine, because no matter how farm you are at this level 18 points, if you manage to land just one single kill, you're going to be able to finish it off.
Yeah, and look at this.
The bait once again, and this time Ezreal does not fall for it, and he's going to fall back and hit onto the super minions and continue his farming spree.
But the tower did get chipped away a little bit more, so that did go in the favor of Ezreal, so yeah, that's like that.
Let me think, but just to think about it, if Ezreal did not actually leave the base.
No?
Yeah, so he actually had gone back to buy items, which he did not notice. But he was farming the whole time right in front of his...
Right in front of the Nexus tower.
Okay, this is something that a lot of
players are unaware of.
You only can buy items when you die.
Or before you leave your base.
Yeah, or before you leave your base. So that is one thing that a lot of players do not know. And here we can see...
all the isolation again.
Ezreal did not use that to full potential, and he did had about 2,000 plus gold to get something. Either committing...
But look at this.
Kha'Zix
has 4,008. If right...
on the kills and the towers. Yeah.
If right now Kha'Zix dies, oh my, what other interesting items will he get?
And this is Ezreal needs to be careful.
Somehow I wish somebody would use a Rengar versus Kha'Zix in a 1v1 fight. Like,
but Rengar would win.
I mean, like, I just want to see it happen, and then imagine if it's a back and forth game with Rengar getting lots and lots of kills with his motif necklace on, and then finally we get to see
who ends the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, if that is the final match, I think that would be so interesting.
Right?
Yeah, not only will we have like lore behind it, we will have everything else, so I think that's really cool.
Who will be the ultimate predator or the ultimate hunter?
The ultimate hunter, I think.
Yeah.
I think that would be so interesting if that actually happens, but I highly doubt anybody's gonna do that.
Yeah. So So we do see all the pokes coming out. If the Mystic Shot didn't hit and landed a page, he'll be so good for Ezreal, which is what he needs. He needs to land as much damage as he can before the fight actually engages because his exhaust is off. And right now he's pushed a bit too far away from the safety of his base.
What's going to
Kha'Zix
happen
just
now is
died.
very simple. If Ezreal can kill Kha'Zix for the fact that they are at this stage in the game, Ezreal can bring down Nexus turrets, Ezreal can bring down inhibitors very quickly. And all he needs to do is he needs to catch Kha'Zix off because Kha'Zix is playing so passively, because he has accumulated so much gold. Oh, this could be it right now. Oh, he's going to take.
Ezreal, stop running for your
Ezreal will turn around.
Poke him once, stop running for him.
Okay, Void Spike is going to move back in now. He does not have his ultimate left. This is the third time he's going to use it, so there's no way he can actually escape out of things. I think something's going to happen right here.
I thought Kha'Zix would have flashed in to try to catch Ezreal off, but he did not do it. So right now Ezreal is in the advantage. The ultimate down from Kha'Zix, he does not have the invi. Come on, fight! This is your time.
Yeah, this is time to do it. Look, he has all the minions around there, and this is exactly what he needs to do there. So he is poking out.
Yes, come on. Ezreal, please win. Sorry, I'm being biased because Ezreal is one of my favorite champions.
I mean, Rengar did play a very, Kha'Zix did play a very good game initially. However, he is starting to lose it now because he cannot continue his aggression. Look at the amount of gold. 6,200 and 4,500 currently for the both of them. It is all this stacking of gold which is not going in the favor of Kha'Zix simply because as the items transition, Ezreal can still sustain, but Kha'Zix cannot. Kha'Zix needs the additional items which Ezreal has gotten a second round of.
Yeah, and
This
also
is what we're seeing. All the minions now are being pushed. It looks like the inhibitor will go down and nothing much can be done. Then nice Essence Flux away. One fight does go off. Exhaust does off, and this is the kill.
this is the shutdown, and definitely the inhibitor turret will go down as well.
This is game over. This is game over right here.
Kha'Zix might be able to spawn out in
No,
time.
this is game over. I'm putting my money on this instantly. This is going to be game over. So the turrets are taken out, and
80 carry with attack speed buff. Never mind, it's definitely going to be game over right
it's going to be that. So a huge win for, I can't pronounce her name, by Ezreal Diana. Huyenthoaidiana. A great job on the side of Kha'Zix before this, and as much as they're buying a Morpheus and a force of nature, it is going to be GG. He just cannot come out in time, and Ezreal will be able to finish off every single thing. GG, well played indeed. First game going to Ezreal. Huyenthoaidiana, what a turnaround!
Yes,
what a turnaround.
Just one kill, that's all you need at the end game, and there's a turnaround right there. It's an 80
Yeah, for people who are asking, no, there will not be Ezreal skins just out yet. This is only the first game. It is the deciding game that wins. So if the next game they still choose the same things, same champions, and Ezreal wins once again, then it will be an Ezreal skin. That will be it. I mean, great turnaround.
Yes, so we will not go into the score screen for this one. We're going to rush into the advanced stage, second game, usually. And it should have been hosted as I was told, but I'm not sure. Can you scroll up, producer, to show us the name of the players?
It's Cry and Mpire.
Yeah, but who is the one hosting? One is the dot Cra. The other one is
Cry, and
it should be Empire. Since I don't see it at the front, it should be started with the M. And
I don't see it.
I was told it's hosted. Did they change the name? Can you help us find out of the name? Our fellow producer. He's not listening to me. Wait. Oh, is she gonna go into the?
Oh, it looks like we're gonna see it.
Okay, so we're actually gonna see another game for the intermediate first, before we move into the final
game for the advanced category.
The last game for the advanced category.
Okay, so we are gonna see what this comes out to. So yeah.
So who the hell is Drivers?
I don't know. Yeah, sort of coming up like, wait, what?
So we do see Huyenthoaidiana accepted but not in the room. Must be, I think he got kicked, he got accepted, and then the guy Drivers came in and then blocked the slot, and now maybe the room will be bugged. Hopefully not.
Trying to fit to the hell.
Oh, someone's praising your shirt. It's Suna, don't call him Pseudo. Pseudo is the name of the past. I want him to be called Suna but not act like Suna.
Yeah, so okay, looks like there's a call for a rehost.
Yeah,
Why is that Tigerosity?
all the people trying to get into to spy on this game.
Spy on this game. More like people want to watch a live action straight away. And no, we have not actually seen it yet.
Waiting for the invites to come on our side. So right now, yes, as you still want in the end, Kha'Zix did do a few mistakes. He did hit the Yomu Ghost Blade, but he did not use it. You know, when your ulti is up, everything is up, and the exhaust has been down, that is the best time for you to charge in, as Ezreal has no way of doing anything towards you. But then you decided to fall back, which actually led to the downfall. Like Kha'Zix had a lot of times where he could actually charge in to try to get the kill, but he played a bit defensively, and he got countered back instead. So it's gonna be there's no yeah. The other one. Wait. Try again. Refresh. SHIN. Yeah. And okay.
There we go.
There we
And
go.
we are ready and we can go ahead.
Can we please kick out the last person who came in?
Which I can't do. Everybody else is joining expected. You can't. I think it's bugged because I just tried to type something in there as well. Yeah.
Wow. Can we get, let's give me a moment.
It's already starting, so yeah.
All these people, so impatient.
Well, they want to get it started out there really quickly. I wonder, is it going to be... Oh? Well,
Living up to his
Huyenthoaidiana use Diana.
living up to his name.
Sona! Woo!
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, if Shin uses Sona and wins this,
You mean throw the game?
I will give him one Mundo t-shirt.
You mean throw the game?
Come on, Shin, use Sona and I'll give you a Mundo t-shirt.
If he wins, or just if he uses Sona?
If he uses Sona, I'll give him a Mundo t-shirt. Come on, make me happy.
So we're gonna see Diana picked up, which is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Nope, never mind. It's gonna be a
Oh
Sona.
my god, it's a Soraka versus Sona. Oh my god, the ultimate battle of the supports. If only this was gonna happen, this would be so fantastic. Imagine the ultimate champion being chosen based on support. Wow.
Solo King is a support champion.
Solo King is Soraka, heals herself up, AP Soraka. Oh, very strong indeed. Well, we're gonna count down now. It is 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It is going to be Orianna versus Jax. Damn, no Sona.
No shirt for you, Shine is wicked. For Shin, whatever.
Yep, there's going to be no Mundo Go where he pleases shirt for you. So it's going to be Orianna versus Jax. Oh, interesting. I don't know about that.
Let's just take a look at the runes and Machi and says hello, don't stalk me apparently.
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing that happened. That's now. It was the same roommate.
Oh, is it? I didn't notice the name.
Yeah, so it's 2190 as well.
See, the 21 is actually going for spell penetration and
And armor
pen-
penetration and all.
interesting.
It's gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens there. Instead of Orianna, we have
But AP style.
Opa Heavy Star with 12 magic resist, 15 ability power, 13 armor, and 8.5 magic pen. Okay. People are saying go for Janna versus Sona cat fight. Probably Sona will win because Sona slaps Janna using her instrument. Wow, you people are certainly creative. Certainly creative. People are saying GG Jax win. Jax is dumb. They should ban Jax from this tourney. Haha, I want Orianna to win. Go Orianna. I don't know. Do you think Jax would win this like that decisively as people are predicting?
End game, yes. End game, yes. Just only at end game.
This is going to be interesting to see how fast Orianna can actually push this. But both of these people aren't aren't tower pushers, especially in the early stages. It is only in the later stages where they actually can do quite significant pushes. So, I don't know. Ignite being taken by Jax and Flash being taken by Orianna?
She does need the flash to get away from Jack's son.
But she doesn't know it's Jax. It's
I
a
mean-
blind pick.
It's a blind pick, but as you're playing an AP champion, you either take an exhaust or flash to be safe. You need to get away from Bruiser.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have to
I
say.
would rather say taking a exhaust would be better.
We shall see.
I mean, generally, if I'm going on one blind pick, I would take barrier exhaust.
Mhm.
I don't know what my producer just
Our producer was doing something funny in the back behind the scenes, so you guys couldn't see it. But yeah, he distracted our attention for a good 1 minute right there, so we stopped talking. And yeah.
People are saying hard for Orianna. Yeah, exactly. What if Orianna trolls and says it's an attack speed Orianna? Based on her runes, I don't think so.
In terms of the early stage, Orianna does do more damage than Jax, I'll have to say. In terms of just poking and controlling of the boss.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see how well Orianna can control her balls onto Jax, and who has the bigger balls will win.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna
Like little balls.
be little balls with big balls. Yeah.
I'm quite sad to say that there's no Urgot. Urgot has fallen from popularity
from
since he got
grace.
nerfed. He has fallen from grace because of his nerf. No one wants to use him anymore at all. And
People
so,
are saying
yeah.
Ionic Spark with Wit's End and Mattress.
To be wrong,
Attack
items
speed
definitely.
Orianna is Nashor. Wow.
Yes, Nashor Melody would be the better choice.
Better
Reduce,
choice than
reduce the
Wit's
magic. Reduce the magic resist, doing more magic damage overall with the passive stacking up slowly with attack speed all together. Just maybe more tanky.
6 Phantom Dances and you're ready to go. Battle of the Balls.
Beat
Orianna
banana,
versus
banana,
Syndra.
Sparka. One is solos Baron, you 5 Phantom Dancer, 2.5 attack speed or something. That was no move.
People are saying even if Orianna loses, still got one more match. Ha ha ha. Which is true, yeah. Even if Orianna loses, there is going to be one more match that's going to be played. So, I don't know. We are going to go into game right now and find out and see what's going to happen between Jax and Orianna. The first game went to Huyenthoaidiana. Shinniswicked is now currently at 0 with no games won. But with this interesting things, we're going to see a challenge of harmony. Boots and 3 pots, the very same opening from the floor. And we do see double Dorans, boots and pots being brought out by Jax. So, I want to see. Let's see how well the balls are being played. It's quite interesting to note that nobody's actually using skins yet.
Apparently everyone's too poor for skins. They need to win this champion. They need to win this competition to get
Oh.
the skins. 600 RP.
Yep.
Is it 600 for the champions? I think so.
Yeah, I think that's correct. 600 RP. But
Oh, then I gotta buy zombie brand.
I mean, Zombie Brand looks really good. Zombie Brand looks super good.
Only reason why people play brand again.
Yeah, Zombie Brand. Supposedly it's a legendary skin, right? I think you were the one telling me about
Yeah,
it.
but I'm not so sure. It's a bit weird though, so we have to see what happens.
If I'm not mistaken,
Because
he
it's
has,
a-
he has
it's in the
different
past
taunts.
stage,
He has
so-
different taunts and things like that as well. So, I mean, he would fit into the general description of.
The legendary skins.
But it's better than the Alien
Control
Hybrid.
the ball is bad, didn't hit at all, using up the movement speed, debuff and buff right there. It's very important for Orianna to hit that because the cooldown is very long.
But for the beginning part now, I think it's pretty good.
If you miss everything, Jax is just gonna have free kills.
Oh my!
It depends on how well the balls are being played right there. And Jax saw the ball being placed away from her.
That's the end.
That's the end.
So far, the farm is going up in slightly on Orianna's favor. I think she's positioning her balls out there a little bit too predictive, and that's why the predictions are going a little bit haywire as well. Stuff Orianna. Okay, finally landing the combination onto Jax, so Jax is forced to use his spots as well now. Now we're finally in the game. So yeah, just denying all the additional creeps so that Jax can't do much of anything out there, but he still is being able to farm out things out there. I do believe that this game will either go really fast or really slow.
Either way, depend on which champion does the ownage earlier, faster, and get the better
Orianna
items.
needs to make something happen very quickly, and if she does not, then Jax will definitely start transitioning once he hits about the 9-minute mark or so around there. But other than that, yep. Oriana's gonna get shoved out of this.
Definitely, and her mana is about to finish. Even with the chairs of harmony.
It still takes some time
Yes.
to get up there.
Especially if you spam your W.
Mm-hmm.
I think only about mana cost. See, this is cost 50 mana. This costs 70 mana, and so much more. It doesn't do as much damage right now as the first skill, and then for the third skill it takes 60 mana. So the only things you need to do is Oriana in the early stages. Usually just Q and E, and then that Oriana just missing everything right there. That's a good way to dodge the. Oh, actually hits. That'll be enough to dodge. Probably not right there. So. Huyenthoaidiana is forced to fall back, and Jax is like, yes, this game is.
Finally, I get to farm. But this is something what we saw similarly before, where Shin was doing better, and then it came to the late game, not much harass could actually be done. So I don't know about this.
And this is it's just you should just stop using that shockwave. You just command attack and shield. The others are just eating up your mana like a boss.
Eating up your mana a little bit too fast at the same time. I mean, if she has a Tear of Goddess, I would understand. But she doesn't have a Tear of Goddess, so I don't know about this. Odd, very odd.
It's okay, but she's still being able to farm out very well. This is hopefully the controls of the boss do improve a bit more, as that is the most important thing that will keep her into the game. That is needed right now. Wow, so aggressively just trying to push the lane as far as possible. If you push it a bit too far, Jace will just slowly jump onto you and chase you down if you cannot poke him good enough. Even though you do have your ulti up, Jax does his ulti up as well. It's going to boost his magic resist by a lot. There's nothing much you can do overall in terms from there. Here we see Jax Sleeping Strike jumping in the Empower and everything. And just look at the trade going on. Diana falling short from that trade instantly. Even with the help of the shield.
I mean, the later this goes, the braver Jax is going to become, and look at that. Look at the amount of damage. Ultimate being used actually to save herself out of things. Not forgetting Jax has the Ignite that he can use, so...
We have to see, because she, Diana does the flash and also the barrier. But like, how well is this going to play against Jax is very hard to say. As you can see right now, she's winning on the overall CS, but she's not going to win the overall fights right now.
Definitely.
And Jax did not even use his ultimate just now when he dived in to take the hits. Yeah.
I mean, the moment Jax goes back, if he gets a Guinsoo Rage Blade, that's the end of it. I say the Rage Blade is all he needs.
I would say a Phage and a Rage Blade is all he needs. Phage is important.
I mean, Oriana can't do anything. Even if she goes back and by some miracle she has a Rebron's Death Cap, like...
So she doesn't really need a Rebron's Death Cap.
I mean, like, if you're thinking if like she's going all that in terms of attack, damage, like she has all the AP power she has there, it's still not going to be enough. Like,
But you see, but for Oriana, if she can control the ball well enough, it actually can be enough with extra cooldown reductions. Because the boss will get slowly chipped down, as well as the movement speed buff and debuff will stop Jax from catching up onto her after he uses the deep strike. Yeah, and Oriana does have the flash into the ultimate up. It's just more like the poking game. Powers is being poked, and if Oriana does it well and good enough, she'll definitely be in advantage. But you could see that just in the early stages, she didn't seem to have gotten the hang of it, and now she's doing a bit better.
I think she's more like now she's able to read Jax and see what Jax's movements are. Therefore, she's able to better predict things moving around. I would say the first item for Oriana should be an Abyssal Scepter.
Could either be a Abyssal Scepter or Arcane's Unholy Grail. Because she would need the extra cooldown, so to speak, to continuously poke as well as win against Jax when it comes to later on.
I think she needs the Abyssal because at this rate of these players played, they don't die that often, so they need something that can transition. And Unholy Grail can not really transition past the like 9 to like 11-minute mark around there. They start to fall off simply because you can't get anything else. If you had to survive for the next 10 minutes on Unholy Grail versus 10 minutes on your Abyssal Scepter, you'd be better on your Abyssal Scepter than on Unholy Grail.
But I would rather just get the Ninja Tabi. itself in Abyssal Scepter.
Oh, look at that!
Yes, you do have the MR from Jin's Unholy Grail as well, just not as much. But you also need to be wary of the damage from Jax, because Deep Strike is just physical damage. Right there. And see, it is the main damage for Jax right now, dealing almost 300 damage.
We just check the goal and see what's happening.
Okay, sure. See, the goal is Oriana's favor in terms just by 6, well, just as you see up there, just by 500 plus a bit.
Oh,
Yeah. But Shin is going to be forced to be pushed back quite a bit. And you know, if he doesn't die or force himself to die soon, he might lose a bit more, a lot more.
A lot more, simply because he cannot go in there. He cannot get the last hits onto the minions, because one combination of Oriana and he's instantly dead.
Yeah, but not only that, see, if he doesn't die now, he will lose 2 towers. That's the best thing. Because right now he's being forced back to, over the first tower is being broken, he cannot get the health pack. I don't know why it's not my English today. I was like, what the hell am I saying? So he's going to be forced to run around, wait for the health packs, but it's not going to come out fast enough. And Oriana knows that. Oriana is actually not trying to kill him right now, in my opinion, because once you kill him, Jax will go back, get the items, and he will be stronger.
Keep him there.
Yes.
So that he's fine.
Be much alive, just
that's
enough.
exactly what she's doing there.
Yeah,
just lowering him once again, so that she can go back. She can auto attack the turret, no problem. Bring it down bit by bit, slowly destroy the minions, and there's nothing much that Jax can do about it.
Jax is able to do a lot of damage we saw just now, but his Oriana just manages to wait for the health pack to spawn out. It takes the full health packs, should be no problem, because she is controlling Jax, and Jax is trying his best not to die right now, right here.
Yeah, I mean, look at the placement of the ball now, preventing the health packs from anything happening there. If Jax wanted to go to the health pack, he needed to go to the ball, in which Oriana could have slowed him across there, he could have started off the ultimate once again to prevent him from taking the health back, and you know, there's a lot of things that Diana can do to possibly kill Jax, but she doesn't want to, because that's the right thing to do.
Especially if you
not want to kill Jax now.
Oh, see here, you see Jax coming in, but she might be forced to kill him. No, she actually just
doesn't want to
back.
kill him still.
Just gonna poke him. Just gonna poke him back right there. Even in an Aram game, I would say, you know, when you see one opponent is getting like a pentakill or whatever, he has damn low money.
Don't
touch them. Just make them low enough so that they feel wary. They don't want to die yet, because it's gonna get kills, but do not kill them just yet.
Oh, but Jax does manage to get that health back along the way, so he is coming back a little bit into game right now.
But Diana's gonna take 2 more, and this, no problem.
No problem. Let's just do this. The healing is going back and forth. Remember now that whatever Diana does, Diana.
Yeah, I mean, it's correct. The player's name is Diana. See, look at the movements, buff and debuff, just dodging the counter strike and slowly forcing Jax to fall back. He does get this comeback this time.
Oh, the barrier might be used.
Oh, that's a bad job by Diana. Diana missing everything out there, but
barrier being used.
Barrier being used, and both being very low, but the health pack both being taken at both sides soon.
Wow, look at this match. Nobody wants to give away first, but it would be good if both of them exchange onto each other and both dies. It would be pretty even in that way, and they can both back and buy items now, because all the summoner spells are already blown. It's going to come down to extreme positioning.
Oh, there's a flash.
Oh
the
yes,
flash is not being used at all.
Yes. I totally forgot about that. So I mean, it still comes down a lot to positioning. Oh, look at that.
Just totally negating everything from Jax. Can't even go close to the minions enough to leap strike in. And here Jax is still back to less than quarter health and trying to wait for the next helper to spawn, but he just got it not long ago. It won't spawn anytime soon.
Auto attacking once again. The jump does go in, the slow does go down, stun, and this will be the kill.
Yes, Diana will finally have to get the kill, not Jax
would have killed her.
But she will be able to get this second tower. Definitely no problems at all, I would have to say.
Yeah, with 22 seconds on the clock still, she should be able to get it, no problem.
And she will have to commit suicide soon. Please. Come on, let the minions do the job.
She's just making sure that the minions is able to do so, and then she might not even want to commit suicide.
She'll have to. She still has enough time. The movement speed boost, she will make it in time for the 2 tower hits to hit her, and there she goes.
Very nicely planned.
The timing just nice.
And Jax coming up with Bilgewater Cutlass, a Longsword, and a Ruby Crystal, so it looks like going for Phage there. And not being able to complete Phage, I don't quite agree with these items. I don't agree with them. Phage Blade and...
I have no idea what Jax is buying now. I would understand the Mercury threads, but Bilgewater Cutlass? Are you trying to slow her down when you leap onto her? When you... After you slow her, what are you gonna do? She's gonna walk away as well.
But we do see needlessly large shot, we see Warden's Mail, we see a Doran's Blade, we see a Glacial Shroud. It's like
Wow.
bits of everything.
Yeah, but it's a good bit of everything right there. With spell penetration, the extra armor, the cooldown reduction needed for Orianna to really maximize.
And the damage.
In the past, when Orianna when she first came out, she was so overpowered that you just buy Ionian Boots. That you don't even need Sorcerer's Boots. Just buy Ionian Boots, throw your boss, ching 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 ching. It's like Half-Life. Don't really need to use a full combo. Just by slowly spamming your Q, you get the same amount of damage. And here we can see Jax is able to do a lot of damage because he does conceive of magic as well. But see, once his Deep Strike and power is forced out, once
He can't do anything else.
can't do anything else unless he wants to commit to and fight entirely. So yeah, it's very well played Orianna actually. In the early stages, I was a bit worried. It didn't seem to go off so well, but right now we can see that Diana is doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, people upgrade you. Jack should have suicide long ago. Now it's too late.
Orianna needs a position of control. He must be a pro player.
Something does go off, but here the ultimate goes off. The both barriers being
The
down.
ultimate ignite does go off at the same time. Nice ultimate.
Ultimate dissonance being charged, and look at the boss. Just look at the chasing Jax. What, I won't say boss. Not sure what's wrong with me,
Orianna, the boss with balls.
but here you see Jax will try to. Oh, no, actually, Jax is just going to try to farm up, push away the minions as much as he can.
Oh, look at
Look
that damage.
at that damage right there.
Jax is the ball's continually being repositioned, so there's all the extra damage being done. Secondary kill, yes.
It's
Very
definitely
easy.
there. Look at this. Look at the speed buff and debuff. Just pushing Jax away from where he needs to be, and just free kills all over for Orianna. Orianna's doing a good job. In the early stages, I was a bit worried she wasn't controlling the ball so much, but trading a lot of
But she
hits.
came back in.
Came back.
It's the same as how she did with Ezreal. She knew the limitations. She knew to drag it out until an AD carries enough to take down things. But she won't be able to end the game right now. She will be able to take out one turret, I do believe.
But she will be going for the suicide right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep, just denied just before. Jax comes out. The turret actually doesn't get taken down, but it is brought down
It's fine.
to 2/3 health now already. Being taken away.
But she can complete the item right now. It's up to her decision, and she is
It's
going
gonna
for the
be a
finish product, so she might complete the 13th Unholy Grail instead. She wants to maximize the cooldown reduction, which is something an AP champion would need overall to win mostly against bruisers, I would have to say. Because Orianna's base damage overall is already quite high for most of the skills. The addition of the cooldown reductions is just slowly, just chipping them down slowly, but not too bursty, but just enough to chip them down slowly.
Yeah, it's not one huge bite. It's just like small significant bites that slowly diminish people along the way. Now, we do see that the Phage already has been brought onto Jax and buying the Amplifying Dome. So,
He's gonna go for the Trinity Force right now, but
Trinity Force? He could be going for his Gunblade.
I think based on the style of play, I would say it's actually going to go for Trinity Force over a Gunblade, but Gunblade would definitely be a better choice,
Yeah.
I'd say.
A better choice out there. So, in case you guys are just tuning in, this is the Solo King tournament stream that we are currently doing. The Novice side has already finished, in which we do see that the winning champion was Jax, and we're watching the intermediate deciding match actually. If Orianna or Huyenthoaidiana, who is using Orianna, wins this, we will have a skin sale for Orianna. However, if Jax does manage to win this, then we'll go into a third game. Now, the first game of the advanced side has already started, and wow, look at that. Barrier plus the shield instantly gives us so much of additional life.
And
One
she's
turret
down.
being taken down, the second turret now being taken down. Could this be the end of things in a 2-0 match? This possibly could be the end now. The tower continuously refocusing out there. And
This is the end. Jax needs to do something here. Will she be able to get the kill? No doubt enough.
Very
And here
clutch
it goes. This
shield.
will be the GG, I believe.
There's
And
nothing much that can be
nothing
done.
much can be done. There's not enough time within this time limit, even though
No,
Orianna
it's
does
gonna
not have
be
damage.
GG well played already now. And we do see that this is going to be the end of things now for Diana. So we first champion was Jax. The second champion is Orianna. Huyenthoaidiana, congratulations. You are a winner for the intermediate category.
And right there, an AP champion actually winning. That's something that we would not really expect to see.
Yep.
And it's not even an assassin AP champion.
I mean, it was a very good comeback in how things were actually done. So we're just going to go very quickly into the score screen to have a quick look at the end of how things was.
And the difference of gold is 2.
I think also that's what's interesting is that the game ended just before the 17-minute mark, so that was pretty good right there. I think Jax kind of failed in itemization wise,
Yeah.
and Oriana exceeded really well in itemization wise. She had enough defense, she had enough offense, and enough of cooldown reduction.
There's just enough of everything in order to beat out the Jax. A very, very good job right there. So right now we're gonna find out what is the next game that we're gonna do. Most probably it's gonna be the finals for.
It's not actually the finals. It will be the second match for the advanced
No,
category.
I think it'll be the last match because I think we missed the second match and they wanted to move on to it. That's why we're supposed to move into the second match. Remember?
Okay, we'll find
So
out
we
right
need to
now.
Find out right now, and we're waiting for.
In fact, I actually do see the games have actually been invited out there already.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
No.
I have it.
Mm, I'm still not being invited. I'm so sad. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
just miss us.
they didn't invite you. They don't like you.
They don't like me. Yeah. All these Empire kids hate me. What? Not even giving me the correct password to enter.
How to spell teddy bears? It's too difficult.
Wow.
Apparently, people can't spell your name.
My name is too long apparently and too hard for them to spell. So anyway, moving on. This is the second match of the finals. The first game was won by Empire Emperor using Jace, beating Kra when he was using Bane right there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an exciting rematch for these players, whether it be the final match of the day or the second last
We have to
match.
see whether Empire Emperor will manage to actually win it out. If
Yeah,
it
it's
does,
going to be Jace again.
Oh.
See, it's all about Jace. Jace just storms everything almost.
it's going to be pretty interesting if Kra uses Oriana now. Simply because it was a Jax on Jax fight, the Jax won. It was a Jax on Oriana and Oriana won. Now it's an Oriana versus a Jace.
Oh.
It'll be pretty
He's going to stick back to Vayne.
I think maybe it was a few mistakes he made initially, which I think he can rectify.
But if he wants to rectify it, how is Flash rectifying that?
I am not sure.
It's supposed to be so much better against
But in
the
fact, it is
Vayne.
going to be a lock-in. So, once again, it is a
Vayne against Jace.
Vayne against Jace. So yeah, so this is
It's
the final match.
Well, second final is the best of 3.
Now, this is a final for the advanced category. And so far, we have one game going in the favor of Empire Emperor, who used Jace initially. This is going to be the exact same champions reused again by the two people who are currently in this game, which is Kra and Empire Emperor. And if Jace wins this, he will actually be able to move forth and be crowned the solo king for the
Advanced category, the last man standing.
Right there.
So here, let's take a look at the runes and mastery of the Night Hunter. It's actually 21% attack speed, not bad. 6.8
Yeah, I like that.
13 armor, which he doesn't need that much magic. Well, he actually needs magic resist to reduce the knockback from Jace. It's actually magic damage.
So she has a flash. Flash just for the knockback.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at the masteries and see if, in fact, there is
21.
the...
Oh, it's actually 1911. Taking health reduced in damage? I'm not sure why. Are you sure you want to take less damage from minions when you're gonna take more damage from champion?
I don't know about that though, but okay, that's gonna be interesting to see what Vayne is using. Let's see what Jace is using now.
There's nothing to look about Jace. This is gonna be pure damage, armor, flat, whatever. It's boring.
We shall see right now. So physical damage, armor, and some magic resist out there, and do fine. There's only one mastery page. Wow, 21.9. So taking both magic penetration and spell penetration and physical and armor penetration out there. So we do have some points into both armor and magic resist as well. So we shall see how well this actually turns out.
I want Vayne to win. Vayne beats everything, no matter what. Okay. So we shall see. We shall see how well this Vayne performs and whether she will not, or he will not disappoint me.
You just want your AD carries to win.
Of course, AD carries are strong. You know, AD carries are what makes the games good. So Jace is like.
But our champion, our Hall of Fame now that we forever shall remember is currently Jax. And Oriana,
Oriana.
no AD carries. So yeah.
Sadness of my soul. And so let's take a look at the chat maybe. You guys have anything you have or interesting to say?
There was that blood coming off the nexus. Now that's the exploding of it. Just came back from lunch, got caught in the poor Aries. Considering it's a tournament, it's always worth watching. But yeah, so this could be either the last game or the second last game, depending on how things go. Glad to have you back. GM Sivers, wear the Timo hat. So Kawaii, please wear any school bag.
Is what? Any school bag?
Yeah.
Never. That's too small for me. I'm like,
His bag would be like this.
I can't even see the bag. Yeah, why would you want me to carry the bag when you can't see it? You know, it's like doesn't make sense.
But perhaps if you're doing the carnival, Ares, is that how you pronounce it?
No, it's a pot. Avius.
Areas.
I like to say Avias. Avias.
Areas.
Or Aries, yeah. Okay, but let's stop making fun of his name. We're gonna move into the game shortly. Not it's gonna be a Vayne against Jace. It's gonna be very exciting because Jace just needs to land an EQ and then change weapons and
No, we
EQ
finally have
again.
one skin user.
Oh, it's the Valentine Vayne. So all those of you who want the Valentine Vayne, Heartseeker Vayne or Valentine Vayne, but I was
For
doing
people
Valentine.
who want Heartseeker Vayne, Kra is using Heartseeker Vayne, so
Yeah, you
if
should
Kra
vote
wins
him.
this, Heartseeker Vayne might go on sale. So
It's win 2 matches though.
between two matches,
Yes, so right now we're gonna move into the game. It's gonna begin, and we see here there's a boost to Dorans and 3 points. What can you get, Jace? Come on.
What's interesting is that if Jace wins this, there's only one skin that can go on sale.
Hello. Okay. Yeah. There's only one skin, which is Full Metal
Full
Jace.
Metal Jace. So we shall see about that.
So we do see there goes Jace charging in like a boss, checking out the brushes already, and Vayne just AFK in the base. Hit DC. Was he just waiting? Doesn't need, he knows doesn't need the boss shot. Not even buying a single item, walking out the base like a boss. And right here he goes. Berserk Grease and the Ramping Scepter right there. Going for the overall sustain and attack speed, which Vayne needs, but let's see how well he performs and uses it against the Jace. Very skeptical about all these things actually right now.
I don't know. Vampiric Scepter and Berserker Greaves, so a lot of additional attack speed. Coming.
Let's just check. So Vayne does have 1 attack speed right now. Oh wait, sorry, not 1 attack speed, but
one attack
1
speed.
damage, 1
1 hit per second.
1 hit per second, or 1 DPS, 1 damage.
1 damage per second. That's quite sad. 1 per second, yikes.
Okay, then when the 3rd hit lands, it'll be 200 true damage.
So we shall see as the trade starts going off right now.
Not trading, just farming, just poking. And Vayne's going to be more aggressive, going to try to push the lane as fast as he can, proccing those silver boots onto the minions right there. Not going to care about last hitting, as it doesn't matter. And here he lands 1 hit onto Jace, and Jace dives instantly, getting off the hits right there, unable to complete a silver bolt proc right there.
Being a little bit punished there for trying to go a little bit aggressive. I don't know, this should be pretty interesting.
I think Vayne wasn't aggressive enough because he tumbled away.
Yeah.
He actually tumbled in.
And to land the final.
Yeah, to land the final silver bolt. Because if not, he's gonna trade hits. He's gonna trade hits. He will be able to heal up very quickly with the Rampage Scepter, but it's definitely not going to be enough in terms of damage trading. But at the same time, he's gonna make Jace use up all the mana. He did not get any utility mana. The utility mana regen for Jace. So definitely in the favor of Vayne if Jace continues to spam the mana like a boss, no problem at all. And if Vayne can control the health is good enough with his condemn and things like that, he might be able to push away Jace.
I like the fact that the silver bolts are continuously being used to bring down the bigger minions out there and... Oops,
Yes,
ammo.
see,
Wow, look at that
just tumble
damage.
into his face. Why did you tumble away? Every silver bolt you don't land onto Jace, it's a... Okay, now I shouldn't say anything bad, never mind.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
finally waiting for the kill, the stun lands and finally live back.
I mean, if he continues to do that, it's going to work out in his favor.
Not here we see so much damage being taken off. For Jace to return the damage is very easy. That is a problem.
Yeah, Jace can easily get... Vayne can easily get punished if she's out of position, just even by a tiny bit. So, I don't know. I mean, if she does able to land all his condemns, it's going to be good. But if she's not being able to land the condemns, then I don't know about this.
And Jace does things back the health packs and his life is back up together with his mana. No problems right there. And we see that Jace is just going for a common build right now, max E and then max Q, don't need anything else. Once again, the tumble lands very good, very well placed by Vayne, but you should just continue fighting. There was no reason for it more right there. But right now there is. Just now there was. How you doing, Kra? After Jace uses his combo, you should try to fight back and hit him as much as possible. And yes, dodging that skill shot. Good job.
But basically, this combination of going in, condemning into the wall is actually working out in his favor. Once I'm guessing if the Sanguine Blade does come out
Right there. You know, you don't stay in the brush and
it's not really working out in their favor, so
I
I don't know about this.
Blade. You did need to improve a bit on your own personal. See the combo going on and almost reaching.
Definitely going to go down. There goes full tumble.
And he says, wow, damn, you're strong. And in this fight, Emperor does not need to suicide because he don't lose all that much health.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have all that much gold as well. Just getting that 300 extra, it doesn't make full sense to actually go back. But looks like he will not be able to get the turret though, so... Yeah, I think it was a little bit of an underestimation on Kra's behalf. Or look at the amount of damage that is being done. Even the Vampirics after that is able to heal him up. It's not doing all that very much to heal him up, so yeah.
Why are you giving a bad name to Vayne, Kra? I have to say.
Oh,
wow,
you should have tumbled forward instead of tumbled behind because
sideways.
No, because whenever the blast goes through the acceleration gate, it multiplies in damage as well as in area.
So you could either choose to tumble sideways or
tumble straight into it just before it touches the gate.
Emperor's just gonna dive in like a boss.
So transfer it back there and then start hitting away the turret. No problem there. Oh, once again, Mpire Emperor showing who's the ultimate king.
And definitely it is Jace, I would have to say.
Wow, very strong indeed. To be honest, I don't think so Vayne was a very good matchup.
Vayne definitely not the best matchup, but definitely could have done better, I would say. I mean, if you know your opponent's gonna pick Jace, you know, there are a lot of champions that fight against Jace, like Irelia, and Nidalee is one of them as well, of course. Yeah. But we will have to see. Yes, finally dodging a skill shot. Oh, there goes.
Oh, look at that.
And
actually, the Condemn helping him out.
The Condemn was badly placed. It was a bit too late right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how Kra will come back into this game right now if Emperor does anything early, which is in his favor, and definitely something he should be aiming for. And very right now at level 12, he should have his ability to attack the towers faster with his hyper charge. And there it is. Please use your hyper charge, yes, and please change to melee mode. I don't understand why. You know, a lot of people don't know that Jace passive, when he changes to melee mode, can do damage to the tower.
Yep.
And then no one does it. And I'm like, just go and slap the tower with the additional damage. You're gonna bring it down so much faster. Why?
I mean, even if he starts changing from nice Condemn, but Kra is very low. Wow. Acceleration gate open now. Throw, go.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Whoa! That is actually a bad assertion.
Yeah.
The assertion gate should be open straight in front of him. The skill shot misses is fine, but he should walk through it and change his armory and straight away go onto Vayne. But he did not do that.
He's gonna transform it into melee form and then immediately go onto a hammer for what? Skyfall?
Skyfall. Oh, can't see it. Oh, it's Shock Blast.
Shock Blast.
No,
it's Thundering Blow.
Thundering Blow. Shock Blast. And okay, never mind.
Thundering. Shock Blast, some energy field and...
It shouldn't be Shock Blast. I think your cursor was on it when he changed the weapon, so I just wait for a moment. And seriously, come on, change to melee mode. Just change the melee mode, hit the freaking inhibitor, and if he pushes you back, it's fine. All you have to lose. I don't understand you, Jace. You're like owning and you have no...
Oh, there he is. Melee form.
Yes, I see. It is to the skies. Okay, to the skies. To the skies! That's what Clark... I know. Clark Kent will not say that.
No.
Okay, please change the mini form, walk through the gate, hit the inhibitor, and then go and chase after Vayne. Please don't be such a...
One more hit, right? He's quite satisfied with doing whatever he wants.
Oh, finally!
Okay, finally, yay! One more! Go!
Why did you go?
Bye-bye. Just baiting Vayne now.
Waiting just because Vayne has really given up, I would say. And now he's going to go suicide. Yeah.
He actually could move back. He could have potentially not
He could have-
suicided and
Yes.
brought down the turrets. I
Yes.
think that would have been so much better.
Yes.
Vayne still has what 10 seconds more. He could have brought on the first turret already and started working on the second turret. Even if Vayne did kill him after that, he still has 2 turrets before in his inhibitor, before his Nexus turret.
He has like there's like so much money right there. He buys a water mill instantly and
The F sword.
I don't understand why you need a water's mill when you are just out there.
Straight away Sanguine's Blade, that's just
straight
wrong.
away Sanguine's Blade. Just crush the Vayne.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just wants to be a little bit safe, make sure that nothing fishy
Safe?
happens. I mean,
Safe?
because Vayne got Sanguine Blades as well, so
It doesn't matter.
yeah, I mean-
Vayne cannot land that many hits. As it's proven.
I mean, it's a combination that what Jace can actually do. So,
yes.
I mean, this is what we had talked about earlier before. With like people who have advantage and don't know how to take advantage, they decide to become overly aggressive. This is not taking the advantage.
Yes.
You have a very significant advantage, but you're not actually taking it. So, I
You're
don't know.
playing very safe, very safe. This is what. Oh, this is a sad thing. This is what the Taiwan commentators actually comment about KLH.
Yeah.
Especially sometimes when even though they get a heavy advantage in the early stages, and while now in front of the tower, you're gonna die right.
Just go back, get a health back, no problem there. And going to move back onto Vayne. Going back mid just with the next creep wave that's coming, he should just focus out the turret instead of focusing.
Why did you
Yeah.
change to speed threats? Why is it not a ninja Tali?
Don't bother on Vayne. Oh god. He's taking so many turret hits. Why is he doing that? Just focus. Open hypercharge onto. Yup, exactly. That's what you should be doing. One additional one out there. Now go on to Vayne. Nice flash away by Vayne though. Escaping from many things out there. But with the next wave that's coming in, he can start being even more aggressive because there isn't 2 turrets now. There's only one turret out there.
Yep.
But Jace decided to hand back just a little bit, making sure that he gets the health back along the way, and
Just
That
that
was
was very safe. I would say.
yeah, he just wants to make sure that it doesn't do anything doesn't go very wrong.
Must be like Magnus, you must die with the laser, man. Show why you are the best of the best.
Oh no, come on, accelerate, hypercharge onto the Nexus turret.
Well, just now he charges in, now trying to bait Vayne out, so he's so indecisive with the playstyle he wants to do. I'm not even sure what you're doing. Jace, why you're fighting this? Come on, show us, crush them! Crush them all!
Crush
Oh.
the Vayne.
Yeah. I mean supporting Vayne, but come on, I'm not BMing, but you can do a much better showing. You do have the high advantage.
Oh.
Because Hypercharge finally charging into the tower with everything, and then moving back like a boss.
Okay, finally he starts hitting the turret though. That's a good thing. So he could have taken a few more hits.
That's okay, just play safe. It's all about being safe.
That's about being safe and taking calculated risks. And I mean, okay, with the super minion, he can go on Chakra. Yes, that's exactly it.
That's exactly it.
Okay,
So-
now he can run away and do whatever he wants.
No, he's just gonna tank more tower hits like a boss because he doesn't actually the main combo. Like he's gonna jump. I'm gonna talk bad a joke about
Turn
it.
melee, turn into melee, smack that turret, and
Yes,
look
turn
at
into melee force, smack the turret, turn back into range from this hypercharge.
Yes,
Come on, do it
yes.
faster. Come on, change to melee.
Well
Change
played.
to melee, come on!
The only reason why I'm being so strong about this is because it's the advanced level, and I believe like all of us are in the category. I mean, for both of us, we are level 30 players. Congratulations, we have our 3 winners!
Yes.
We have
I'm not satisfied the last win though.
we have the first one, which is Jax as our first winner
In the Novice stage.
in the novice stage. And for the intermediate stage, we have Oriana that beat out Jax in the intermediate stage. And now for the advanced stage, we have Jace who beat out Vayne out there. So we have our 3 solo king, the 3 last men standing for each of their categories.
Yes, definitely.
Jax, Oriana, Jace. I think it's a pretty strong group. And the last game was a little bit disappointing, to be honest. I think it was very exciting. I think the best and most exciting games for me was the Kha'Zix Ezreal
Ezreal,
game. That and the Oriana Jax game. I
Yeah.
think that was really
The
interesting.
game actually showed more interesting plays. than
I
the
mean,
part.
it was very different champions. Nobody would thought that Kha'Zix against Rengar. We thought that Ezreal would actually own him so badly, but it was I think a few mistakes by Rengar's side. And after that, the
Kha'Zix.
Oriana and oh yes, Kha'Zix.
I know you love Rengar so much, you've been using it a lot, but
Yes, and he's gonna
It's
get.
the insect, it's the cockroach. That you need to
It's a
cut.
flying cockroach. Yes. So we're gonna go have a quick look at the score screen right now for the advanced stage before we end things over. At the same time, I'm going to open and ask me anything section for the chat and for YouTube. If you guys want to ask us anything, yep, just for a very quick one. If you guys want to ask us anything, just go ahead as we talk about this now. Yeah, Vayne Sanguine Blade, all the additional attack speed didn't play for anything much because she didn't have damage. That was
damage.
basically it.
And if you wanted to play safe against Jace, what you should have bought the Ninja Tabi first. And then you save the attack speed because you have the runes already there, 21%, and you can surely transition from there on other places.
People are saying that so now the three winners must go in a battle of deaths. You want to see my boobs again? That will be on Wednesday when we're doing GPL.
Yeah, for the last match.
But for the very last matches against Manila Eagles, then I'll be wearing it there. So yes. If you want to see me cosplay again, people have been asking me to cosplay Miss Fortune and Caitlyn and things like that. It is on the GPL page, the website that
go to Guyana Malaysia TV and look up the latest game of the for GPL, where SAJ versus KLH as well as TPA against VKT, and like that video.
So I need
it has
200 likes.
7 likes right now. Yeah, if it reaches 200 likes, he will be cosplaying.
I'll cosplay something else again. So yeah.
So yeah, so that's it for today's games. I don't believe we have that many questions. Everyone just wants your boobs apparently. So
apparently so. Yep, it looks like nothing else is gonna be out there. I can't wait for Arena skin. It's not Gothic Arena. Tibbers cosplay as Tibbers.
I need a suit.
Yeah, we need a bear suit for that. We actually tried working on it, but it was a little bit difficult to get that done in Malaysia. So
yeah,
I don't know, maybe for next year. Maybe for some other thing out there. Yep, so we don't have any other questions along the way. So this is basically it.
Check a bit on the YouTube channel side.
I just updated. People are asking if Pulse Fire Ezreal can. No, I'm sorry, we can't do Pulse Fire Ezreal for you guys. Ezreal didn't win.
And also, basically, for you guys we do apologize for the lags that happened for today. We're not sure what's happening. There seems to be much drop frames and things like that going on lately on our area. Apparently, Unify is screwing with our money. I would have to say, but the connection is not so unstable. We're gonna have to fix that before Wednesday, so you guys will be able to enjoy the matches for GPL as well this coming Wednesday. So hopefully, you guys do stay tuned. And thank you all for watching for today's match. For Last Man Standing, the solo king, we congratulate the 3 players out there. You are the kings of your categories. Good job.
I mean, they battled throughout the people within the categories. The advanced category had 128 different people, and we have 1 man standing right at the end of things. So congratulations to all of you. It has been quite fun casting with you guys, watching you guys play out there. I hope you guys enjoyed our casting, and I was rambling and the water balloon exploding on me. My pants is still wet.
And the aircon all is freezing.
Yes, the aircon is actually freezing.
It's also healthy for his lower area.
So this will be it. Bye you guys. This is Suno signing off.
Thank you all for watching. This is Tibbers. See you guys this coming Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.